eyes to close.
One day I open up my eyes and I hope that I can finally see the sky. And even though my day is begun, I can always say this with the voice of all the hope I have left in me. I just want you to see, I just wanna be a part of. I know the days we're gonna start of. I see you'll be a part of. I see all that we could dream of. I see, hopefully we'll be there in a moment. I can only see there. I see that we could be. I hope you finally see me. I walked past you the other day, and all I saw was hearts all day. That I could dream for a moment, it could be true. But now all I feel is blue.
I think I'm ready to finally give in, to see the start of where we begin. I see, I just wanna be a part of. I know the days we're gonna start of. I see you'll be a part of. I see all that we could dream of. I see, hopefully we'll be there in a moment. I can only see that. I see that we could be. I hope you finally see me. So it's time to finally walk past smile and give it my best soul. I'll trust that little soul in me, and maybe now I'll finally be free. I can't ask to open up again. I'll break my heart and then it'll start all over again. What do I do, my friend? I see, I just wanna be a part of. I know the days we're gonna start of. I see you'll be a part of. I see all that we could dream of. I see, hopefully we'll be there in a moment. I can only see that. I see that we could be. I hope you finally see me.
So it's time to finally walk past smile and give it my best soul. I'll trust that little soul in me, and maybe now I'll finally be free.
I can't ask to open up again. I'll break my heart and then it'll start over again. What do I do, my friend? I see, I just wanna be a part of. I know that days we're gonna start up. I see, you'll be a part of. I see all that we could dream of.
We put power inside with the magic she held, and the freedom I had in me, it swelled. So I found the soul I was searching for. We finally began on the path we were meant to explore. We are magical freedom, our spirits entwined. dance of the cosmos. Your heart beats with mine. With every strum of this palette guitar, our souls merge as one under the evening star. In the whispers of night, where dreams softly tread, our love finds its wings on which it is led. Through the valleys of stars, over mountains of moon. Our bond is the rhythm, our the tune. And this is what I have to say, my dear. In the symphony of life, it's your voice I hear. With the valleys of unseen whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain. Unseen whispers in the night, revealing secrets hidden from sight. With ancient wisdom I'll ignite the flames of truth burning so bright. Ethereal cards, they hold the key, unlocking mysteries, setting us free through swirling mist. The future I see, guiding souls like a river to the sea. Welcome to the unknown prophet's domain, where spirits dance and fortunes remain. Let the tarot unfold, let it explain the path that lies ahead with no refrain. Unseen whispers in the night.
Oh, good morning, everybody, and welcome on in. Happy Monday to all my beautiful stars out there. Yes, I forgot that my cloud bot got turned off for some reason. Hi, Mercy! Hi, Elka. How you doing? It's so good to see you, Mercy. So good to see you, Elka. Welcome on into the Ethereal Fire Readings. I am Joshua Bleasy. I am the Unknown Prophet. Let me fix my window here so I can actually see the screen. Oh, hi guys. I am so happy to be here. I had a beautiful, wonderful weekend, and I've been just, doing some soul searching myself and making sure I'm on track and making sure my spirituality is good to go. And you know what? I found out I'm on track and I'm good as gold. They have been telling me I don't have anything to worry about. So my destiny and everything is on track, and we are ready to do readings, guys. I'm going to start to shuffle the pre-shuffled deck here. But I hope you're all having a wonderful Monday today. And how's the volume, guys? Can you hear me okay? Is everything good? You know, want to make sure the volume's all good. You can see the screen just fine and all that fun stuff. I cleaned my mat, see? Hi, EP. Welcome on in. All right, good. So, first on the list is Elka. How you doing? And throw me your numbers and or question, as I like to say. And welcome, EP, for playing... and they're playing Stardew Valley. I've never played that game. I've seen people play that game. And I just got water today, guys. I'm all out of coffee and money till Wednesday, but I'll be good. So, hey, welcome in, Big Maple. Nice to see you. Welcome on in. Welcome to the Frog Stream. Oh, you must be from Venora. I love that girl so much. Welcome to one of my frog tadpoles out there. And, you know, general reading for you. Elka, you got it. Let me get this going for you here and see where the cards want them to line up for you. I just hydrated. Here you go. More water. Now I got to pour more water into my water jug. The big bowl of water right there. Right there. All right, guys. I know. Thanks, Elka. Well, I like to have I have one pot of coffee every morning. After that, I drink water nonstop the rest of the day. That's about all the coffee I have. Is usually one pot. But thank you for reminding me to keep some water near handy as well, because I do. All right. They say they're in the right spot for you. So here we go. Here are your 8 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, no God cards for you, Elka. And yeah, I know the big maple. Thank you very much. The body knows what it needs. I would love coffee right now, but it's not going to happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and the 17th card is now on top. Ooh, I'm getting the buzz feeling for you there, Elka. It's been a while since you got a reading from me, huh? And I think it's finally starting to be like this. I know why I was getting that buzz feeling, but Elka, you know, and it doesn't matter whether or not we have. Okay, Jesus Christ. There we go. Sorry, my window got had a little bit of light. Yeah, you know, I haven't seen you on recently either, so you know that's okay. I always say you gotta go do what you gotta do for yourself, and I think that's what you've been doing for a while, Elka, because that's what I'm feeling from you. Because I feel like the sense of longing for something has kind of been fulfilled in you. You found that missing piece within that past to kind of patch yourself and start to move forward with what you're doing now. The piece that you created is working. The thing that you are doing right now, the thing that you are manifesting in your life is going to fulfill that promise of the past and remind you that that piece was not missing in the first place. But you know that we have a little bit of work to do, as we all have a lot of work to do. Welcome on in, and thank you for the follow, Bear. And, you know, a little bit of work is left, yeah, but it's not a lot of work. We're going to take what is no longer working with us, whatever the tiny little bits of it is left, and we're going to add that into our soul fire, and we're going to burn that away, and we're going to use that as fuel to the fire to get back in the fight, to say we will never give up, we will always win, that we are the ones who control this destiny of ours. And then we got to take those positive logs on, and we got to say, hey, I'm burning away my anxieties, my depressions, and all these things that have been causing me all of this trouble for a while. But I've also got to put on those positive logs too. Those positive logs of, I believe in myself. I know who I am. I am doing my purpose. I am being the person I've always wanted to be. Being okay with it and just saying, I know who I am right now. I can change it. I can motivate it. But we're feeding the right kind of fire finally. And that's where I think you've been kind of getting to that point where you want to get over this sadness that's been kind of enveloping you just a tiny bit lately. What I'm feeling mostly from you, Elka, isn't necessarily depression. It's seeing the clouds finally part and seeing that beautiful sky. So the depression is finally going to start to move away from you. And as this new day begins to dawn in your life, when we are doing all of this work that we have been doing recently, we're going to see those clouds start to go away, and we're going to see the sun shine down on us in our lives again. Good karma is on its way for you, Elka. All you got to do is say, I am ready to be loved and accepted by the universe, and the universe will love me back. Your destiny card says it all, Elka. There is a point in all of our lives, and I know you are a spiritual person, and I know you do spiritual stuff, but we have to claim our power. And today is that day. Today is the day that we claim our power, where you claim who you are as a person. Not only are you allowing this moment to happen, but you are telling the universe for the first time, this is how you want your life to be. This is what I'm willing to give up. My fear, my anxiety, all of the sadness that I've been putting on myself. I'm going to let the gods have that in order to get the thing I want the most, which is within that witch's power, or that power of self, or that power of self-empowerment. And that's what this moment has been designed for, is to get you to this point where you could do that stamp to the ground and say, now I own my path. So today, above all days, tell the universe and your gods of choice what you actually want, what you're willing to give up for it, and how you want your life to look like in a year. And then you will say, this is how it's going to be, and so it will be. So today can be your best day ever, Elka, as it has always been, but a gentle reminder to remind you that you have that power. So a little bit of a finger wag from your gods there, because they say, from what I'm hearing from your guides and higher powers, that they're very proud of the work that you've been doing lately. They say that most of the stuff that you've been doing recently has been really hitting home and hard to deal with, but you see the benefit of working through it. So that's kind of what I had to tell you today, Elka. I hope that helped you and invigorated you and reminded you that all of this is in your own two hands. And that is your reading for today, Elka. Dun, 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 dun. You're welcome, Elka. And I'm glad to see you in here again, and I hope that this is all well for you, but blessed be, sister, because I know you're on the right path, you're headed the right direction. From what I can see in your timeline, you're right on track. So don't worry about it. You're going to be fine. Okay, give me a second. I'm going to the next person. Merciless Mercy. Dun 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 dun. Bah, bah, bah. Ba-ba! I haven't read for you in a while, Mercy. I'm clearing these cards off really good for you. How are we doing, sweetie? I hope all is well for you. I miss you horribly. I know you're probably extremely busy doing things. Just know that even though we don't talk a lot, I think about you a ton and really do care and hope that all is well. With that said, let's see if I can get these in the right spot. And as I like to say, Merciless Mercy to the reading room. Merciless Mercy to the reading room. It is your turn. Please enter the reading room and throw me your numbers and or question, and I'll be right with you. Hey, Bear, since you don't know how it works here, I'm going to explain some stuff to you while we wait for Mercy. So what I do is I use my homemade deck to try to find the best possible path forward for you. I look at your timeline and I try to put you on the path that you want to be on so you can get to exactly the destiny you want to have. So with that, I am a very blunt, in-your-face tarot reader, and I am blunt and brutal as hell. I will tear your world down and light your world on fire if I have to, but I will put you on a more positive path going forward and make today be your best day ever. So all I ask you to do here is choose your numbers. 1 through 10 is your shuffle amount. 1 through 52 is your answer amount. So, and just like Mercy showed you right there, and if you do have a question of the day, just let me know in simple terms so I can understand it. If you just want a general reading, I tell you whatever the cards and the guides tell me to tell you, and I help you upon that path. So just so you know how it's working today. Mercy, just a general for you, I'm assuming. I miss you. I miss you so horribly. I wish I could give you a hug. I miss you a lot. You know? So, you know, and I'm going to make sure they're in the right spot for you before I start doing the 10. Okay. They say, stop. And I understand, you know, you don't ever have to, like I said, you've never been under any obligation to be here. I just love you and I miss you. That's all. So whenever you get to be here is when you get to be here. Let's get into it though, sweetie. Let me do your 10 shuffles here for what you want to know today. I'm assuming a general. So I'm going to go that way until you ask me a question. And then if you ask me a question, 1, 2, then I'll know for sure what's going on. 3, 4, yeah, 5, 6, oops, God card. 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yeah, you haven't been here since I've turned into the Ethereal fire readings, though, Mercy. So I want to warn you, since you haven't been here for a while, my energy and my levels have increased like major ass, kick-ass levels now. I'm, according to all of that I know of, I'm about 20% God. So, what's my Cash App again? You just press exclamation point Cash App and it should bring up the thing. But I can also, it should have been on the screen here. Right up there, you get the QR code right up on top. You can scan that one. Yeah, or you just go like that and that's my Cash App code. So that's my Cash App, you know. And we were at 10, so I got to get back to doing the counting part that I need to do, which is 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Just want to make sure I got this all on track here. Butt kick enabled. All right. Mercy, mercy, mercy. So, and thank you for anything and everything you guys will give me. Like I said, I'm going to get paid on Wednesday. We're running a little low on some food. We got some ramen and some box lunches still left. So we're going to be okay for a couple days. But I appreciate any and all donations, guys. I never asked for you to pay here. I want to be able to give you the kind of reading that you deserve. Just like I'm going to give Mercy her butt kicking that she asked for. So are you ready for your butt kicking, young lady? There's a hydrate for you there, baby. This one's for you. Well, I'll check it in a little bit there, okay? No worries. You know, one of the things that that I know you've been working on, and I can see it, that you've been putting out a lot of fires. Then you've been trying to take care of this thing, and this thing, and you've been slowly kind of checking them all off the list there. You're getting close to the last couple of things you have left to put out in your life. And if you haven't done it already, which I'm kind of feeling either you are on the last step or you're near to the last step of putting out your last fire, now when the kids go to school, and when everything in your that opportunity where you have that free time in the middle of the day now, where you have some time where they're going to be taken care of and you can kind of come back to doing some things that you need to do in your own personal stuff, because I know your children are your life and that's the most important thing to you. But we got to return back to that self that we work on what we need to do on right now. And just like you are noticing now, as we are extinguishing those last fires, you're starting to see the world in a new, different way. Maybe a brighter, more positive light. Maybe this time you're seeing hope. Maybe this time you're seeing love. You're seeing acceptance. Just like a lot of things going out there in the world right now, reminding us that we want joy back in this world. We've been living in this dark, dreary moment since COVID, and we need to bring back the joy into our lives again. Seeing that world in a new, different way, Mercy. So open those eyes today and really look around at what you actually have in that life of yours, because you never know. Your destiny could be right there on the tip of your tongue. You just have to wait. And if you wanted to know if you're going to get over this depression shit too, it's about damn time. It's about damn time I saw the mercy light fire in her again. It was about time I saw the I'm not gonna take no prisoners, merciless mercy. That's right, merciless mercy. I wanna see you part those clouds and beam that fucking sun down onto your life like a goddamn lightning bolt. Because all of this has been building up that shield that I've been telling you to put on for a long time, and you're finally doing it. This is the new shield of life, the new shield that invigorates you, doesn't drain you any longer. It reminds you, yes, of your battle scars, but those only made you really that much stronger. Welcome in, Real Weird. My Real Weird, wide word, whatever it is. Hi. And that means that just like a paper birch tree does in nature, the reason you're going through this was to bring this new life within you, because birch trees have water running through them pretty much all year round. And as they do that, they also have to find a new way to grow sometimes. And when things don't work out for them, they peel the skin of all of that baggage and all of that crap that they don't need from them. It still stays a part of the tree, but it no longer has any value to that tree other than being battle scars. So, Mr. Weird, all right, that works for me. And that's what this resilient time has been for. Now we have to get back to your God card, and I hope that answers a little bit of that question and what you need. But just know that you are building this strong force, and I feel it to you. And your God card kind of cements it with, this is what they really need you to do right now, Mercy. And when your kids are fully in school again, it's time to take some time to donate back to self. Even if it's just an hour before they get home from school a day, something for yourself, some kind of donation back to your personal power and what you want filled within you. It's time to fill those needs up, but now it's also time to understand it's okay to want. It's okay to hope. It's okay to say, I would like this. And dream big, young lady, because if you donate right, you could get everything you see in your head sometimes. So remind yourself that the more you give back to yourself, the more that you will be able to give to others, including your children and all of those of the life. So that's what I have to tell you today, Mercy. And I'd like to say one other thing from your guides, and that's basically that the one thing they want to communicate with you more than anything is this pit of the stomach, heart, between the heart and the stomach feeling. If you've been getting this a lot lately, not acid reflux. This is your new key when your intuition is on fire. So if you feel this connection, this energy kind of run up and down you, run up and down you, run up and down you, in between the heart and the stomach, this is your power core coming to life. Your power is coming in, hon. So they just wanted me to let you know that. So I know you adore me, but thank you for that kind words, and thank you for even the smallest of donations. I'll go check that real quick just to make sure I received it. No more, no less than that. And I have received do I have to accept it or something? I'm not seeing anything on my end yet, but I want to make sure that should be the one, my code. So what the heck? But sometimes it takes us a while to do that. So I'll check it back later. Maybe it comes in a little bit later. Oh, I know why it didn't work. I know why it didn't work. I forgot I changed my cash tag. I have to go fix that. Oops, wrong account. If it didn't go through, just cancel that, okay? I forgot I changed my QR code. Stu Oh, boopy boopy me. Let me fix that real quick here in the old sorry guys, I'm gonna take a second to just do something in the background real quick. That's my Cash App code. Sorry, hun. Cloud bot. I need my commands, and I need the Cash App one. PayPal. Cash App. It's the scat man. Beep beep bada bada bop. Yeah, yeah, there you go. I got it now. I just got a message. Where is it? I am not finding my command here. Where is it? I'm sorry, guys. I'm taking a little while. Okay. Hey, thank you, Mercy. How do I change a command? Like, how do I change a cat? Like, do this little thing in the background? Do I do like a, can I do that on here, or do I have to like that? Let me see. Cash. I found it. I found it. I found it. I just had to use the thing here. All right, here we go. All right, I fixed it. Thank you guys for your patience today. Appreciate that. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much, Bear. I beat you. I'm pretty quick. I was like, wait a minute, I can just type in the thingy, and then guy can go that. So there you go. All right, Mercy. Thank you for stopping by and being a part of the stream. I truly appreciate it. You know how much I love you. Go take care of those kids. We'll talk soon, okay? Hey, let's talk on Discord sometime in the future just to catch up, okay, sweetie? All right? And I would love that. Your old pop would love to talk to his first Twitch daughter. You are my first official Twitch daughter. You know that, right? I try to take care of your ass. So don't forget to check in with your dad once in a while to make sure you're okay. You're okay. All right. There, I'm done. Bear, welcome to the reading room. Bear, welcome to the reading room. I'm going to start to get my cards cleansed and shuffled for you. As I like to say, throw me your numbers and/or question. You got it. Major improvement. All right, let me put that in here. You want a definite way to get to that job of yours. And I'm a pretty good person when it comes to the job thingy because I've been a CEO of a company. I've been a manager in several different places, assistant manager in several different places. Always worked from the ground up. So I know a lot about how to apply for jobs and stuff like that, just on a personal level as well. So this will be fun for you, and I think I'll give you a lot of good things that you need to hear. I'm just waiting for the cards to tell me that they're ready for you and where the right spot is for you. This is the intuitive part of it, when I just kind of give it the cleansing shuffle. Ooh, they like it here. All right, so here we go with your 6 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're not going to scare the kid. All right, 6. I guess you don't get a God card for your first time in, so I don't have to give you my warning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14 is now on top. Let's see what we can help you with and figuring out this job and career path thingy. Ooh. Ah, I see. Okay, so let me tap in a little bit here. Love some career and work insight. So let's talk about what we're really passionate about today, Bear. Because what I'm feeling from you is this lack of passion with what you want to do. I know you want a job. I know you want a career, but you got to start to understand it's time to pour out with extreme prejudice all of those wonderful, beautiful feelings we have inside and reinvigorate our passion and our goals again. The rain card always comes to remind us that we are in control of the world that we live in. The sky may have rain coming in it, but you are the sky that controls the rain. You get to decide what kind of rain you want to be. The light, happy rain, the nice deluge rain, or the I'm going to flood the world, build New York kind of stuff. And part of what I'm feeling from you is that you need this spark back in you again. So I want you to think back. I want you to think back to the dream that you had when you were a little boy or girl, whichever the case may be. And I want you to understand that that part of you still exists in there. Even if you can't become the thing you thought of when you were a little kid, you can still exemplify the same kind of feelings in your own life. I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to be a person who could, run like major companies and stuff like that. I wanted to be someone who could honestly understand a lot of the things that were going on in life. And right now, from what I'm being heard and told, is there's something in your past that you've kind of forgotten about that is an opportunity that could come forward. So someone from your past might have an opportunity coming for you pretty soon. And I'm feeling within the next kind of couple of weeks and stuff like that. Much understand, I have been thinking about getting back into lifeguarding and swimming again, which a pool is always a big time passion of mine. And that's what I'm talking about. And it's the connection with water with you. That connection of water, you're a water element, so you like to be near water. That's what makes you happy. Being the safeguard for all of those people. You are a person of service. And it's time to revitalize those things within you that will bring you that much needed joy. That's why maybe this is a harken back to the past. Maybe it's a harken back to a time when you were having the joy. And you know what? Summer may be almost over here in the United States, but summer begins somewhere everywhere. And there's always a pool open somewhere. And they always need lifeguards. They need good, trained, well-trained lifeguards out there. And people who know what they're doing. And from what I feel from the sense of energy, you've been doing that job for a while. You know exactly how to do that and know how to put that forth. Now we get to the future. And what you have to decide is, the one thing I want you to ask yourself, is this what I want or is this what I need? It's time to separate the want from the need, my friend. Is this going to be the sugar cookie job that's going to last a little bit there? Or is this going to be the full meal that's going to fulfill that spot in you you've been waiting to get filled? Maybe we've forgotten what our joy and happiness was like when we were doing that job, when that job became a part of us, when it became our mission, our soul mission to be that protector, that superhero in real life. We don't have people with capes and things that fly around. We have lifeguards, police people, nurses, doctors, you name it. Anyone who's doing something to help someone heal in any way, psychologists, therapists. But the thing I want to tell you there, my friend, is it's time. It's finally time to take a leap of faith. You have to start to trust that inner feeling within yourself. It's baby bird time, my friend. If you feel that this is something that could challenge you, could revitalize you, put that energy and power and passion back in you again, it's time to take that leap off of that cliff and just go for it already. And you know how to apply for a job. I don't need to sit here telling you how to apply for a job. I don't need to give you my normal advice for people. I need you to remember that you, my friend, are an asset to a lot of people out there. You show them the kind of person you are, and you're going to get that goddamn job. So it's time to baby bird yourself a little bit and take that running leap off of that cliff. Hey, you do have a support system there. The gods aren't going to let you do it alone. They put that golden parachute on you. They've got people who can rescue you if things go wrong. And you've got a nice, soft, squishy spot waiting for you. It's not the landing that you're scared of. It's the jump. And I don't have any God cards for you today, but I do feel like you have another question you want to ask. So if there is something else you wanted to ask besides that. And I think that once you kind of reach back into that a lot, I think you're going to find a job very fast. And I would check with some of your friends who might have had a connection to that in the past, because they might be looking for someone right now kind of a deal. So that's what I'm saying. If you check back with some of your friends this week that might have a connection to those pool people you used to be a part of, that might get you that connection in that job and career you really wanted to have. And if you're near a beach, or something like that, where you're on a coastal region or something like that, lifeguards are essential near those things. They always need extras. So that is your reading for today, Bear. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope that you had a great time here. Yeah. I think that's a really good idea. No, not think I will. Now that's the spirit, my friend. That's the spirit. Watch you get that job so fast you won't even be able to think about it. I think that's all they really wanted me to tell you. They wanted to hear you say something like that. So they're happy now. They're really happy. Mr. Weird. That phrase has been thrown all around a lot. Weird people aren't that bad, but I don't like the weirdos we're dealing with right now, but other weirdos. I'm a weirdo, but I'm not that crazy, strange weirdo. I'm just weird. Hello, my friend. So, welcome in, Mr. Weird. You haven't been here before, so I will explain things to you if you want me to, but I ask you to throw me some numbers here. Pick a number, 1 through 10 for your shuffle amount, 1 through 52 for your answer amount, and you've already got it covered. Forget it. She's got boom, I'm done. So let me see what you have to say here before I begin your cleansing shuffle. I don't have a question. I'm looking for answers. A little bit about me. Blah, blah, blah. You don't have to dox yourself either, okay? 36, awakened. I had an awakening at 33. Married, kids, the stay-at-home dad, Aries sun, Pisces moon, Libra rising, traumatic, part, present, extending future, love of God, self and others, perp, dragon. Okay, so I got a basic idea. So, you just want a general reading then. Traumatic past. I know what you meant. All right. So let me get the cards in the right spot for you. Let's tell you what you need to know today. What you absolutely have to hear. That doesn't count yet. They're jumping already for you there, Mr. Weird. So, And, part of the thing that I do here is try to put people on their more positive path. And I see that path has been kind of a real hard thing to get over. And I just want to recognize that in you, okay? So let's get it going. Let's get us back to a more joyous, beautiful path, okay? Let's get us back on track. That's what you really need to hear today, because I'm feeling it. So here we go. Your 6 official shuffles. They're in the right spot for you. So 1, 2, 3. That's too many. It has to be under 6 cards to count as a God card. 3, 4. Well, there you go. Whoop. 5. More God cards. 1, 2, 3. Ooh, they really want to talk to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You got the max amount of God cards you can get. And that was on the 5th shuffle, just in case you're wondering. And last but not least is 6. All right, and now we got 49th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 40. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the 49th card is now on top. Bottom, top, good. All right, my friend. Hey, Gabby Bear, welcome in. Nice to see you, sweetie. All right, let's get to it. So we need some much needed help here. I can feel it, and we kind of want we need a way to go forward. Is what I'm feeling for you, you know, and we need some advice on how to do that. Is this about right? Of what I'm feeling so far? Mr. Weird? And I saw everything that you wrote, and I read all of the things that you wrote. Okay, stop. But we've been coming to resolutions first. The first thing I want you to do today is I want you to understand one thing. That everything that has happened to you up to this point was for a reason. You might not recognize it right now, but everything that has happened up to this point to serve one purpose and one purpose only, to overcome, to get through, to push through, to show you how much of a warrior and a spiritual warrior you are. This ancient knowledge that you've been given will come into full focus because you will see how it will affect your life in a more positive way now. Because you overcame those depression and anxieties, those monsters inside. And you had some serious monsters to kill there. I'm not going to joke. Some abuse I'm feeling, definite abuse. And I'm also feeling just bullied beyond compare. We have a very similar story, you and me. And that's kind of why I feel like I connect with you a little bit. And if I'm wrong about that, please let me know. I can be wrong from time to time. But this ancient knowledge, just like it served me, I learned how to work through forgiveness because of what it gave me the power. I understood what wasn't done to me when I was a little boy. And then after that, I overcame that abuse by learning what it meant and getting the help I needed. And once I got the right kind of help, I went and confronted my person and I told them exactly what I thought of them. And then I gave them and told them my forgiveness. I gave them my forgiveness and I set that self free. And I want you to forgive yourself today. Today, Mr. Weird, I want you to look yourself in the mirror and to say, I forgive you. And I want you to accept this, that you have been completely absolved and forgiven of all past mistakes, of anything that you have had happen up to this point. I so by here cleanse and clear you and place this gift on you if you wish it to be there. It is time to return the fucking light. Mr. Weird. It is time to glow like the brilliant, beautiful soul that you are. You're kind, you're compassionate, you're loving, you're wondrous. You have a creative mind that your artistry, whatever that is, if it's music, if it's painting, and I think it's a little bit of both, music and painting. You like to paint to music, and you use that music to get those raw emotions out onto that out again, and I want you to do it. Start going at it. I want you to start to. Oh, am I muted? Testing 1 2 3. Testing 1 2 3. Muted. Everything's working. Okay. I don't know. That had to be Twitch. So we're okay. We're good. All right. But just like what I was beginning to tell you is, yeah, it just went quieter for a bit. I think I went a little too far away from the microphone. That's what happened. And I want to make sure I do have this all the way up. Damn it. That thing, okay, and it's like that. Yeah, yeah. I'm a very hand movie kind of guy. You know what I'm saying? But you know, I want to talk about this power that you have inside of yourself, Mr. Weird. I want to talk about the power that you have. Yeah. Okay, the last thing I was saying is I want you to get your paint supplies out. I want you to crank that music, and I want you to go to town and get all of those icky, fun, wonderful emotions out on that canvas. That's what I'm saying to you, my friend. It's time to bring that light back in within you. And the only way to release it is to put it so that you can see that you have been through that. Yeah. Because that's what we need to get back to. It's that release. It's that when I put something onto a painting, and I can show you a couple of my paintings if you really want to see them. But that painting in the back, wait, I can even kind of show you one right now. I just got to bring up the light a little bit. See in the back there, right by my my thing there, there's a painting right back there. I can show you this one. This one's pretty cool. I'm going to give you an example, okay? I am this kind of artist, okay? I like to draw with color and fun and like that and stuff. And you want to know what my inspiration for this one was? Today doesn't have to be about sad or bad emotions. This was me returning to a time when I felt like I was 5 years old. And I pretended I was 5 years old again. And I painted this to remind me to keep that child in my heart. To remind me to keep that beautiful joy in my soul again. So that's the kind of artist I am. I also do some landscapes once in a while, but most of the time it's this crazy looking kind of stuff. I've done a lot of different things in my painting career. Now, everything I've ever written, everything I've ever just put out there in this universe, I got to bring my light back down so you can see the cards again. So, and then that means that we find that glow. Now what you need to do is, now that you kind of feel this within you, because I'm feeling the light even grow now that I just said painting supplies, and get out there with your music and shit. My damn chair's not working. You know, it is time for you to understand that it is time to put on that beautiful sunshine glow and walk in sunshine once more. It's time to clear that aura off and give yourself permission to say, I am healed through this that I am about to do. That's what I did through my painting and through everything else as well. And one of the things that I had to remind myself is I had to walk around in sunshine so that the pellets of this world couldn't get to me. Sleet is this really extrusive little ice pellets here in Minnesota. We get them like every freaking winter, and they are the coldest, most volatile things you will ever feel. If you walk around in a field full of sleet and without a jacket on, you're going to get pelted and your face is going to be numb by the time you get home. So it's time to put on that beautiful, wonderful shield and that power back in your heart again and walk around in that goddamn sunshine like you say. So you know what sleet feels like. And you know if you don't go out there protected, it does fucking sucks, right? Well, that's what the universe isn't trying to throw these things at you. It's trying to remind you that you have a more powerful shield than those little pellets, those little problems that keep coming your way. If you put that positive skin back on yourself, then you will finally understand why everything needed to happen the way it needed to happen. Once you do that, you'll understand a little bit better. So I want you to, I don't know if you know anything about shield work or something like that, but it's definitely something. But your destiny card says it all. And your destiny card is called my dirt card. And the thing that this tells you how to do today, right, is it is time for you to remind yourself that everything that has happened, I want you to think of it like this. It is just the decay of the life that has now turned into fertilizer for your field. Now is the time to plant new seeds down in the ground. One positively good thing you can do for yourself, for your physical body. One mental thing you can do positive for your mental health. One positive thing you can do for your spiritual, wonderful connection that you have. And I love your emotes, by the way. It's to get those physical, mental, and spiritual. And if you're a woman out there, you'll appreciate this. It's time to embrace your PMS. Okay? And you have to take care of that garden, though. That will be your responsibility. You will have to let these emotions out to make those things grow. You need the water. You have to believe in yourself and believe in your path. Otherwise, things won't grow. You have to let those thoughts out and say your truth to the world. That's how the part of you gets spread out through the rest of this world. And know that you are firmly grounded in the one spot you needed to be in. And I ain't even done yet. So, with that general reading, I do have something else for you as well. But you're a first time chatter here, and I have to give you my standard first time chatter warning. So, this goes out to all the first time chatters out there. If you get God cards, you do and have the responsibility to say, no, I do not want to see these cards. These cards are a direct message from your higher power to you. Whatever God you believe in, that's the God that is speaking through these cards. This is one whole message trying to tell you something about something you've been saying. Hey, give me a goddamn answer already. Well, they came to give you the goddamn answer in the most extreme way possible. You got a 6-card reading. This might kick your spiritual ass. So, if you're not ready for that, you can say, no, I don't want to see him. If you want to see him, you just say, yes, I want to see my cards. And that's about it. Preach. I kind of thought that's where you want to go, but I have to give you that warning at least first. People always seem to think that these are going to be negative cards sometimes. They're not always negative. In fact, this is a very positive message for you, D. Weird. Today, above all days, I want you to think of one thing. The dandelion of the world. People consider this either a weed or a flower. It's a flower. It was born to be a flower. It was always a flower. No one, and we choose to see it as a weed. You need to do this within yourself. No longer seeing yourself as the weed, but the beautiful flower you were born to be. The beautiful, unique flower that gives joy to this world. And you know, what is the first thing that a child will bring in from the yard when they want to make their mom happy? You know why children go out and pick dandelions and bring them to their moms? Because they see that and they see the sun. The sun makes them feel happy and warm. So they see a little flower that looks like a sun. So they bring that flower into their mom or dad to say, you make me happy. It's time for you to understand that you've been down in the shit for a while. Okay, congratulations. You're just like all of the rest of us. Congratulations. You have the same issues and problems most of us have. What you need to stop being is stubborn and procrastinating about what you're doing. It's time to understand that that love that you've been looking for, that true love you've been looking for, is right there for you. It's time to stop swimming around those issues and swim through those issues, my friend. It's time for you to gain that steam up so you can come up for that joyful breath of air, that whale's joy song in your heart once again. The feeling of I will breathe life back into my very soul. And I will scream for joy. I am happy to be alive and ready to meet the world again. And then you go back down into the ocean, and now you swim through your problems and not around them. It's time for you to understand that and to give yourself the true love you need back in your life again. Then, I want you to remember one very special thing, that it is time for you to consider all the good parts that are your life. You've emptied your cauldron out. You've cleansed your cauldron clean. Now it is time to add the right kind of spring water to it, the essential of what you are. Then we add the flavors and the things of life, the hops and barley of our life, what made us who we were. Then we add in the extra ingredients in our soup. We put in the meat and potatoes first before we put in the soft vegetables. If we're making a soup, you got to put the hardest stuff in first. Congratulations, you got through the hard stuff. Now we add the spices of life to that mixture. Oh, I want a little bit more salt, a little bit more pepper, a little bit more catalyst there to move me forward. I choose the soup I make. No one is making me anymore. I'm not an ingredient in the soup. And before, you were an ingredient in the soup. Now you're the one making the soup. And it is time for you to realize one very special thing, that your destiny is already in progress, that you are already on your way to a better life. Everything that happened to me when I was a little boy When I was a little boy, the willow tree came to my aid when I needed her. And I ran away from home for about an hour and a half after realizing I was being abused. For about a year and a half before I turned 8 years old, I went to school and they had that good touch, bad touch class. I told my teacher what was going on with my babysitter. They called the correct authorities or whatever they did. I didn't have to deal with any of it. All my mom and dad and everyone told me is it wasn't my fault, and I was a brave boy for doing that. That's the only thing I was told. But it did make me angry once I finally realized what was going on. You know? And that meant that I had to let that crap out of me because I knew some part of me, you know, needed that. So I don't know what it was about that, but I was drawn towards a willow tree on top of a hill. The willow tree was the thing that happened to me in my life because I went to that willow tree an exhausted boy after running through a cornfield about a half a mile. And then I got up to the willow tree and I sat down and laid down by the willow tree. I fell asleep and I had the dream that defined my life, the destiny that I was foretold. My future self told me about who I was going to become. He didn't say how it was going to how hard it was going to be to get here though. And I had to believe that that destiny was the one for me every single day until I reached it. I'm happy to say I have reached my goal. So if you have a destiny, it is already on its way. And the willow tree comes to tell you, like it tells all abused children, it's going to be okay. No matter what's happened in your life today, it's going to be okay. And things are going to work out because that's what we're here to do, is help you heal. Now understand this, weird, that it is time to plant yourself and grow. We've made it through the dirt of the world. You were planted. Now it is time to come up out of that dirt and start to grow. Grow in the way you need to grow. Take in the sunshine. Take in the rain. Just like that dirt card used to tell you, this is you taking care of yourself and realizing that being and doing good for yourself isn't necessarily a bad thing to do. I take a shower every other day. I make sure that I have nice, wonderful, clean clothes if I can. I work on making sure my house is as clean as possible. Even though I'm very disabled and can't do a lot of this stuff on my own sometimes. You know, I sit in this chair for 3 hours, not because I can't use my legs, but it's just I can't lift anything over 5 pounds because of my back and some of my injuries that I've sustained in life. But what the universe really wants me to tell you today is you have fulfilled all of the promise. It is okay. I want to make sure we didn't miss anything there. Weird. I saw an ad maybe. Are we okay? Did you miss anything? Checking back in, weird. Okay, good. Just wanted to make sure. It's time to donate back to self. I know you want the sugar cookie. Okay? I know you want the sugar cookie. We all want the sugar cookie. It fills you up for a light snack before dinner. But it's time to feed yourself that which you actually need in your life again. To fill your piggy bank back up. So that you can have all of the energy and the power you need to make your new destiny happen. And I am the destiny weaver. And I am the one who connects those dots for you. Now that you know that there's a passion you can have, your artistry could turn into something. All artists are not always poor. I'm not poor. I'm just not known. You know, that's why I'm unknown. But through you and what your gods, I believe, are trying to tell you is that. So whatever that might mean to you, that whole message means something to you to answer whatever question you may have had today. If you have any other questions, though, please ask. You're very welcome. All right, guys. Step it up. We just had an ad break, so we shouldn't have to worry about ads for another hour. I only have 1 hour go off, 1 minute ad go off every hour. So, yeah. Bear, that's fine. Just jump back in the queue. I'll get you. I'll get you covered when you come back in. Pause. Pause. Pause to the reading room. Pause to the reading room. It is your turn. Pause. Now I'm feeling that foggy like energy I feel when I'm in that ethereal realm, you know? It's like walking around in a dream for me. I have a rule 3 readings per stream. That's all. Excuse me. Excuse me. So pause while we wait for you to get back in here. Please throw me your numbers and your question. I'm going to have a smoke real quick while I wait for you to throw me your numbers and question, and then we'll get going on your reading in just a second. This is why I have to put the smoking stuff, because I do cannabis streams twice a month where I use my gifts with cannabis. It's more of a fun, lighthearted, but I'm already in that level. I used to say it makes me more powerful. Well, I'm already at that level now. I don't need any extra help. It doesn't help me any extra. It just helps with the pain and stuff. It makes things a little bit more fun and lighthearted, you know. All right, 1 and 3, you got it. All right, let me get your cleanse out of the way here. Cleansing shuffle. Please help pause today with this question about this person. She really needs to know how they feel about them. She is a good person, I can feel. All right. Okay, and here is your 1 official shuffle. 1, 2, and now the 3rd card. And this is how they feel about you. Okay, so how does this person feel about you? One of the things I like to say, pause, is that we're all works in progress. And that's kind of what they see you as right now, as a person who is a work in progress. You've put seeds down to help you become a better, more positive person, and you're actively trying to make that grow in your life. They see you trying to grow good things in your life and make sure that your garden is taken care of. They see that in you as well. They see also that you come with a lot of knowledge and wisdom along the way as well. They see you in this light of this person who has a little bit more wisdom than they do. And as they are understanding more about their self and their own path, they have gained that wisdom through their life experiences. So this person feels like you do that too, like you've learned through your life experiences, that you have that ancient knowledge within you as well. And that, coupled with the growing thing, is a good thing for first thing. But the one thing that I will say is that you do put up this defensive posture sometimes. You don't mean to all of the time, but you put these little I don't want to be hurt daggers out there so people won't get too close to you. So they won't get, your heart won't get broken, so that you won't get that thing that you are wondering about the most. So they see you as a defensive person sometimes who needs to take down their barriers and allow them to open up a little bit more. And that's the one thing I'm seeing with them, is that their major thought sometimes, because it is one of those things where I don't do a past, present, future in this moment, because that's not what will help you. These are the 3 things that they think about you the most, okay? But the thing that they want you to understand is their overall thought of you is sometimes they think you're a person who can't get out of their own way, can't get out of their own way of their own issues and problems long enough to find the happiness. We all push a boulder up a hill sometimes, and we think if we can get that big ass boulder over that damn hill, we've won some kind of prize. The only prize is the rock rolls down the other side of the hill. Well, why couldn't you just step to the left or step to the right and let it fall down behind you into the ravine that's right there, waiting for it to fall into it, and make sure it's sealed so you can have a path back when you need it the most? So sometimes they think of you as that person who doesn't always see how to get out of her own issues and problems sometimes, but mostly they see you doing that through understanding that you are overcoming these obstacles, that you are trying to find that knowledge within yourself and see that, and you are trying to let down those defensive postures a little bit. So that's what MJJ is feeling about you right now. And she does have feelings for you. It's just that she's kind of wants to get let in a little bit more. I think you have to be a little bit more open with her and vulnerable with her a little bit. And that's what I think might be the answer to it. And I know that's going to be very scary for you. Yeah, I saw the ghost like, oh no, I have to be vulnerable. But in order to get that love that you want, you have to let yourself open that heart long enough to be hurt. The promise of love isn't love throughout all of time and space. The promise of love is that you will love them despite everything that will ever happen to you. And that is true love. And that's the kind of love that's coming for you. You just got to get there. And like I said, if you let down those defenses, look at how much more positive. And I bet this card would change if you let down those little barriers you keep holding up there. That's your reading for today. Pause. And you should bring her flower. You should bring her a carnation, like a yellow and white coronation. She likes yellows and oranges, like sunrise. Like make a bouquet of sunrise. This one just came out for you. Take a leap of faith already. I love my cards. Gabby, it's your turn. Gabby to the reading room. Gabby to the reading room. Welcome, Gabby. Back to my cigarette and my smoke for a second. And my rule of 3 only goes into effect when I'm busy. You know what I'm saying? When I'm busy, then you can, give me something, that will help a little bit, But it's not like I have $40 for pizza or anything right now. And I've got $8 negative in my bank till Wednesday. Sometimes I need to learn how to control my own shit sometimes. See, I have things to work on too, guys. It's not only you. Gabby to the reading room. Gabby to the reading room. Gabby, you now have 3 minutes. Alexa, 3-minute timer. We always give people a 3-minute timer when I'm not feeling like they're quite available. Alexa, 3-minute timer.
3 minutes. Starting now.
So I give people 3 minutes. So you got to wait 3 minutes there, Bear, and then you'll get your turn next. I think they just went to go get something or something. Bathroom or something like that. I felt like they stepped away from their desk or something. So, and I can generally feel when they want to have a reading, they're just trying to get back when they're done with what they're doing. So we'll give them 3 minutes to see if they get here, and if worst comes to worst, I'll just put her on the bottom of the list, and it'll be your turn, and she'll get the next one in line. So I generally make you enter the queue again if you're not here. But so how have you been, Bear? I hope you're enjoying the stream. First time chatter in my stream. How do you think it's going so far? Can you give me any kind of a feedback? Let me know how I'm doing so far. Anything you would like to say or talk about, we can talk about. We also just have chit chats every once in a while. Talk about spirituality, talk about people's path, connecting them with guides and gods. I don't need my cards. They're just a helpful tool. They kind of are like the signpost to tell you. Signpost is a good thing. Okay, you have 1 minute and 40 seconds as of now, Gabby. Yeah, I created this deck in 2011, and it was from a spiritual lesson that I learned, And the spiritual lesson that I learned was how to make choices in my life, because I was a person who always believed everything was being done to me, not that I had a choice in any of it. And there was a moment in my life where I realized that I did have a choice. And if I took those choices into my own 2 hands, I could make my life be whatever I wanted it to be. So I created the 5 paths. The first path was the past that I had to learn how to deal with and overcome, but I had to brave that step going forward. Then I had to realized that there had to be a time for me to wait and be ready for that which is going to be coming next. Deciding what logical and emotional things in my life I need to have control of and stuff like that. Yeah, I knew you did. And then I had the other three paths in front of me to choose from as well. And that was the hard path was about overcoming adversity, getting to my goal as quickly as possible, but I knew I would have to take a break afterwards. And then go ahead and throw me your numbers and question Gabby. I'm just going to finish what I'm saying real quick, and by that time we'll be done. And then the easy path was me setting goals to get to my goals and dream. I had to make step-by-step approach to get to what I wanted, and I had to take the time it needed. Each and every step had to be important. And then I kind of threw both of those together, and those kind of things were, and you're, okay, I see your numbers are in question, and I called it the unseen path. Alexa, cancel timer. You know, I call it the unseen path. It's a little bit easy, a little bit hard, but you have to cut through your own bullshit to get there. You have to see that one thing that's been staring you in your face right in front of your nose the whole time. You just had to pull away to see it long enough to go, I know what the bullshit of my life is. Mine was my depression, and my anxieties were my reads. And I can tell you more about the story later, but that's the 5 paths that I originally created. And everything that happened in this deck has happened to me in every way possible. So that's a little bit of more information on my deck, Bear. All right, Gabby, let me do your cleanse here, and we'll get to your general here. Get him in the right spot for you, and are you sure? Okay. We're ready. Here are your 5 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Yeah. You know, like I said, things were a lot different when I grew up. You know, we live in a world that takes care of children now way more than they did back when I was a kid. So, you know, I live in a completely different world than this generation, but I try to honor my generation and include the future into my life, you know? So let's get to the 21 cards here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. And you did have a 2 God card message today, 2. I thought there was 3. Yeah, I had the same issue. I had the exact same issue. Had teachers tell me I was going to end up being a fast food worker the rest of my life, that I wouldn't accomplish anything like I have accomplished here, that they said I couldn't accomplish. You know, I had a lot of those things. You know, I couldn't retain some knowledge. I learned 3 times slower than every other student. You know, I had to play catch up a lot. I had a lot of good teachers help me, but some bad teachers out there just didn't believe in me, and that kind of got in my head a little bit, and I let that define me for a while. So, yeah, you know, and I understand that, you know. So that's why note taking became important for me, you know. I had to rely on my notes. As long as I could use my notes during tests and stuff, I could pass tests. But if I didn't get to use my notes, I pretty much failed most of it. But let's get into it, okay? Because we want to hear what... Yeah. Right, yeah. I agree. So what you wanted the general reading of what needs to go on right now, but we both understand that. And that's kind of what this card is telling you about. Maybe it's time to share that part of your story. Maybe it's time to put that down for your own record, for your own knowledge, to write that life story of yours, because your life story could help a lot of different people. If you went and told everything that you went through as a child to now, you could impact people's life by sharing yourself with the world. From your past to your future, taking that brave step forward, saying, I write this book to leave it behind, and I move forward. You want to see my book of leaving it behind? I was called Unison once upon a time. I wrote a book about God who became human for 10 lives. Then I wrote a poetry book. It's not grammatically correct. It's got misspellings in both of them, but I published it. No one said I could do it. Oh, my life story. When I turned 18, up to the age of 18, this is my life story. So this is my youth right here. If I ever forget, all I got to do is go read. You know? So, maybe it's time to share your wisdom with the world. Maybe it's time to break the cycle. Break the cycle that you've been in. Thank you very much for, thank you for my Kumabot for banning that person. But it's time to recognize that this cycle is about to end and you're about to begin a brand new cycle. But you can break free from the old cycle and embrace a new cycle, which is more positive. We are breaking free from the negative path, and now we're going to embrace the positive path. You have been through the death. You're working towards rebirth. You haven't been born yet, but that spirit of yours is alive and kicking. Yeah, and you are heading towards something new. And this something new that's coming for you is going to be a very empowering, positive thing for you. As long as you can remind yourself that you may need help to do this. So I want you to get back around your community, your circle of friends, the tight-knit friends, your family of choice, the people who you call family and friends. They are the ones who can share the right kind of advice, the right kind of gifts, the right kind of questions need to be answered. And they can help you fill some of those gaps that I can't fill because it's just not my understanding or forte. I don't understand those issues, so I can't give you advice on those issues. But I can tell you that when you get back around that tight-knit family again and be a part of that and be the person who's in charge of the fire that you want to start in the center of this circle, because this is all ready for you to start that new, brand new thing in your life. Light that flame and your friends will come and help you take care of the flame. You'll still be responsible for making sure you tend to that flame and all of that. What the gods really want from you right now there, Gabby, is for you to realize that this is your donation time. You doing this for yourself, this next new thing coming for yourself, is a way to donate back to yourself. Is a way for you to give back to yourself that joy you've been missing, that life that you've been wanting, that wonderful gift that you've been waiting to get, that hole that you've been waiting to fill. Is gonna be filled through the need, not the want. Yes, once you fill the piggy bank up, you can go after want. We need to fill the piggy bank up first. So today, above all days, and sometime during this week, I want you to go give yourself a relaxing, peaceful day. Even if that's out in the woods somewhere, meditating, or going to the zoo and looking at all the beautiful creatures of this world, or going to a pool and swimming and floating in the pool, whatever your chances. But do something that replenishes and revitalizes your energy. A spa day, a beautiful spa day where you're pampered beyond all compare to feel like that beautiful person you are. And men can get spa days just as much as women. Don't give me that crap. I don't think you have to worry about that. We do have God cards to talk about. And I know you're not a first time chatter. I need you to take a sip of water. Your gods come to say, you're gonna be okay. Your destiny is on track. Keep believing in the destiny. You will get exactly what you want. Everything is gonna be okay. You've built up this time of resilience so that you can find that destiny, so that life could grow back in you again, and you could stand through all of that weather that is coming your way. You have a shield that is now empowered and healthy, that you are now walking towards the right path. Enough said. Oh, and Gabby, they keep pressing. I don't know if you keep getting a nose press or something like that. Are you getting some kind of a nose twitch or a nose press or something like that? Follow your nose. Let the smells lead you. I don't know what it is, but there's some kind of a scent or something. It's something nose related. It's a scent you keep smelling or something like that. I'm not sure if that makes any sense, but if it doesn't, they're going to be sending you some stuff. Follow your nose. When you start to smell stuff like that smells good to you, follow it. When it feels icky, don't follow it. You'll understand soon. It's not meant for you to understand right at this moment. I don't have money for breakfast, and I don't have anything in my cupboards for breakfast, so no breakfast. I have ramen I can make after stream, and that's about it. And that takes about 15 to 20 minutes to make. So I will eat breakfast after I'm done with stream, but no, I didn't eat breakfast this morning. We are got 2 more days before we get paid, and it always happens when we have to wait 2. See, I get paid every other Wednesday of the month, so yeah, I have some pasta, I have some box lunches, and that's about it. So and it's not like we don't have food. It's just we don't have a lot of it. So that's what I got for you, Gab. The cooking thing. So bear to the reading room, bear to the reading room, bear, it is your turn. Just pay attention to the scents and the smells. I'm feeling like something was going to lead you somewhere. That's going to be part of what you need to find. So yeah, basically, because follow your nose, everything will be okay, and that you have built up the resilience to make it through whatever is coming your way. No, that was just from your guides. The nose thing was from your guides. The God cards were your God cards. Those were from your gods. That was from your guides. I'm just getting them ready for you there. Ooh, I've got something for you. I am the master of love. I have found my one true love and my flame in this world. I have found her in the most unique, special way. I followed my dream and I found her. I followed my dream when I was an 8-year-old boy and I found her. Let me tell you a little bit about that. Bear. After that willow tree, I woke up to about 8 or 7 bunny rabbits sleeping by my side. Some of them were babies and some of them were adults. So rabbits have always been a big, increasingly good thing for me and stuff like that. And so whenever I see a rabbit near a willow tree, I know that's God is telling me it's going to be okay. So I want you to know that we're here for you today. But love definitely is one of my big fortes. So here we go. Here are your 5 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You have a 1 God card message, and I already know what it says because I saw the card. 1 and 2. All right, we're ready to find love. Ha! Oh my God! Oh my God! Okay, you're gonna get it. I got you covered on the love thing, Bear. I got you covered. Holy shit, this is good. All right, so let me begin with what we need to do here to get to that love. Okay? First of all, you heard me talk about it before, but let me say it again. The unseen path of the thing that you need to cut through. It's time to stop being a shy little person. It's time to stop being a little introvert. And it's time to get out of that little cage you've been putting yourself in and cut through those little reeds and maybe put their big pants on and say, it's time to get out there and strut my stuff. Who cares? It's your path. Easy or hard, you make it what you want, but cut through the bullshit that's getting in your way of love first and foremost. Yes, what, you who spent 4 years in love and sex break? Never. Yeah, okay. Tell me another fairy story. I'd like to write this one down for posterity. because you know exactly what I'm talking about, and you finally did understand the lesson of the last relationship. You realized that she wasn't the one, right? You realized that she was the lesson so you could get to the one. That's why you had to take a 4 year break. That was you cutting through the bullshit of your life. That's what I want to make you realize right now. And what they want to tell you is you want love. You have to start to walk in it like it is your absolute most brilliant, beautiful self. You have to start to shine down onto your world and put a spotlight on you. So, girl or boy, bear, what is your pronouns, please? And what is your preferences, if you don't mind sharing? Because that's kind of what I'm thinking. I am a girl, but I'm bi, mostly date men. Yep. Okay. My wife is very similar to you. Okay? She is a woman. She is bi. She mostly dates men, but she's had all of the flavors. So have I. I'm a bi man as well. So that's why I kind of feel a kinship with you. I understand now. So that second thing, and what I want to make you see here is that to embrace that part of that masculine and feminine within you. Find a man who has a feminine side, like me. Find a person who is someone who is like that in my life already. Tapping you on the shoulder, young lady. And I want to remind you that that friend of yours isn't doing all of that for nothing. You know, that person who's been there time after time keeps showing up, keeps telling you that maybe, just maybe, if you saw things a little bit differently, you could find the love of your life. If you found this acceptance within yourself, fly that bi flag. Fly it hard, fly it free, fly it does. Because maybe the thing you need to accept is that the thing staring you right in front of your face probably is the best thing that could have ever happened to you in your life. And maybe, just maybe, you need to realize that you need to cherish this person every single day for the rest of your life, because they could be the best, most romantic partner you will ever have. I don't even think you need my love spell. Because the cherish card is me and my wife on our wedding day. You know what we had to learn before our wedding day? We had to learn how to use 3 tools in order to become a stronger couple. We had to learn how to listen with our big ears. We had to open up our big brain and think about what we're saying. And then we had to allow ourselves that freedom and beauty to express our voices to them as well, without judgment, without hurt, without harm. And maybe if we did this within ourselves, we just have to repair some of those relationship issues. Maybe the relationship wasn't that bad. Maybe we've grown up a lot. Maybe they've grown up a lot. But somewhere there's someone in your life right now that if you looked at them in that way for 5 seconds and you saw them as that person for 5 seconds, you would see your future. And I'm literally telling you, you couldn't have gotten a better reading on love, because it's literally right around you right now. Tall, male, sandy brown hair, likes to wear it kind of gruff on the thing. He's a t-shirt wearing, tank top wearing dude who just loves to work on cars. He likes to work on a bunch of mechanical things, little tiny gizmos and stuff like that. Likes to create little things or fix things. That's what I'm seeing. I don't know if this makes sense to you. Likes the color red and blue a lot. So that's the person I'm seeing in my head. Does this person make sense to you at all? Well, that's what I have for you for your general reading. And then your God card. Maybe you need to believe in the dream again. Maybe it's time to believe in the dream and trust the dream for once. Maybe it's time to follow that dream until it becomes true. Just like I had to do when I was a little boy underneath that willow tree. I was given a gift of seeing my future. But you don't think for a second didn't have to fight for that future every second of every day until I got here. It took me 40 years to become the man I needed to become. But that was my journey, not yours. Okay? But when I finally got it, and this only happened like 6 years ago, my friend, that I became this person where I let go of my doubt, my fear, my anxieties, all of my past problems and issues, and I truly threw them away and started over again. But it was my choice this time. The world didn't do it to me. I chose to do it. I chose to say today would be my best day ever. And for God's sakes, if there was any fucking goddamn card you could have gotten to follow your dreams and goals, it's the goddamn Willow card telling you it's gonna be okay. No matter what you think, everything is gonna work out exactly the way you think it's gonna work out. Believe in the dream and then you can manifest it into your life. Boing, pang, end of story. No more said. Butt kick officially done. Take that. Do you want my true love spell? Do you want my 100% guaranteed true love spell? I don't think you need it, but I could give it to you. I give it away for free. I don't care. But we're going to get to the next person's reading, like I said. Oh, so in, haha. So you want to know it. Do you have a pen and paper handy? Crypto, it will be just a little bit longer here, but you're next up in line. Crypto, you're going to be soon. So after I get done explaining the spell, I'll be ready for you, okay? So let me know when you're ready, because you do have to write this down, because I want to make sure you can write it down, type it, whatever. Pen and paper usually works for it. These are the items that you need for this spell. A candle. If you have a long one, great. If you have just a teeth one, red or white works best. Whichever color you want to use, just fine for me. Okay? You need a piece of paper, preferably in your favorite color, if you can find it. If you can't find that page with your favorite color, there's something else you will do instead. Okay? Then I need you to find your favorite perfume, your favorite piece of music that you like to listen to, something that reminds you of love. So I want you to think about this when you're thinking about someone that you want to meet, your favorite perfume or your favorite scent, whatever that is, your favorite piece of music, and then you need a key, a blank key that says do not duplicate, or at least a key you will no longer use for any other reason but this spell. Okay? And you need a blank sheet of paper. That if you don't have it with the color, you need a blank sheet of paper that you can write on. So here's how you do the spell. You ready for that? Okay. First of all, put your candle in a place of honor wherever you choose to worship. Okay. And then as you put your candle right, like my cards are here, right? And then surrounding it, I want you to understand to put your favorite items that remind you of love. If there's a couple of items that kind of get those romantic juices and things flowing within you, I want you to put a couple of those items around you. This is not a spell to do for a specific person. If you do this for a specific person, they will end up hating you and despising you, or even stalking you and doing other bad things to you. So with that caveat, I want to say that right now. You cannot do it for a specific person, okay? You have to do it for this reason. On that sheet of paper, I need you to write on one side 10 attributes of the kind of person you want to meet. What kind of things do they have within them? Are they loving? Are they kind? Are they generous? Do they have all of that stuff? Right? 10 attributes of the kind of things they have inside of themselves. Then on the opposite side of the page, 10 things they like to do. Sports, whatever your likes and dislikes are. If you like a certain faith, if you're in a certain faith, you can put that on there as well. But make it 10 on 10 on each side of the page, okay? Set that down right in front of the thing right here, and then grab your key, and I need you to grab your perfume and get your pretty music ready. Yes, you can. You just hit on my cue and go exclamation point, join Sylvie, and you can get a reading. Okay, and then what I need you to do is I want you to create a sacred space. So pray or whatever you do to create that sacred space. I want you to dress the candle with the perfume if you can. So if you have one of those long tempered candles, please put the perfume on the candle. If you have one of the small tea light candles, just make sure that the scent is on the paper. Okay? So, and then I want you to have that key in front of you too. Good morning, duck. And I want you to place that on the page, okay? And I want you to start to play that music and smell that scent. And then I want you to think about what kind of a love you want, the kind of love you deserve. None of the bullshit things like you deserve this and that. The best possible scenario you can. You have to do this with your whole heart song, your whole soul. Okay? I want you to pretend like this is the last chance you have to call out to them. That's how much I want you to believe in this spell that you are about to do. Then you take the page and you read out aloud, my name, want these things in a one true love. This one true love will come to me within 1 year and 1 day. Okay? And read off the list out loud. Play your music while you're reading it out. Smell the scent, and then when you are done reading both sides, you light the candle. Then you take the key into your hand and you say, with these words I have said, this key will glow like a warm hug. When I am near my one true love, I will see my favorite color, hear my favorite music, smell my favorite scent, and see a couple of the items that I have placed upon here. These are going to be the keys to when you are close to your one true love. So I want you to understand that whatever you put in that sacred space represents that love, okay? And then after you hold that key and you say, I so cement this key by burning this page and giving it to the gods. Then you burn the page and you seal the key by saying, I so seal this. I reserve the right to give this key to the one true love of my life. I can ask for this key back at any time, but this is the key to my heart. And then you just carry that key with you every single day. And when you are close to your one true love, you will get those signs and signals that will tell you. And you'll get the buzz butterfly feelings as well. That is my 100% guaranteed one true love spell. There you go. I might have to open my door in a little bit. Crypto girl to the reading room. Crypto girl to the reading room. Get your butt in here, Crypto. Sylvia, you are next. I'm going to open my door real quick. Turn on the air conditioning because it's getting hot in here. Ooh, the energy is real in here. You know why it gets hot in my room? Not because my room doesn't, and my door is closed and all that. All this energy that I put off when I do these things, you know, my wife can feel it all the way down to the other end of the room. That's why I most of the time keep my door closed so she doesn't get blasted with it. Sometimes it's good for her though. Alexa, 3-minute timer for Crypto Girl.
Crypto Girl timer. 3 minutes.
You have 3 minutes, Crypto. We gotta wait 3 minutes, Sylvie, before your reading, okay? We always give people 3 minutes to come in and say, "Here, hey, I'm here, ready for my reading." So, and thank you for the follow, Somatic Void. I appreciate the follow, guys. Thank you for the follows, the likes, and subscribes. They're always really welcomed here. Thank you for the donations that you give. They are truly appreciated. Right now, I could use a tip or two. I'm not gonna lie, but I will be okay. I've got 2 more days before payday. If it hadn't been 2 more days to payday, I would have been in real trouble. But we got to go buy some groceries and some other things here, and I have to see if I can pay like half of my bill. Yeah, PayPal is open. So I can say, you can also do exclamation point. Let me make sure it's got the right freaking thing. If you scan the QR code, that's right. If you need me to put the link here, give me. I think all you have to do is press exclamation point PayPal, but or you can go to my page, my about page, and it should be in my about page right down there. You just go to that link there, or it's on my link tree or anything like that. So yeah, PayPal is open. So. And I thank you for any and all gifts you give. I don't care if it's $1 to whatever you give me. I appreciate it. I don't do this for money, guys. I have money coming in on a regular basis. I don't need all of that. But hey, Kuma, how we doing, sweetie? All right, and moving on right along here, cause crypto, you got 1 minute and 22 seconds. Welcome in, Somatic Void, first time chatter. Thank you for coming on in and seeing us today. Welcome on into the stream. Please hop in the queue if you would like a reading today. Press exclamation point join. And you are a first time chatter here. So if you need things explained, how things work here, just let me know. Thank you, G Dragon, for entering the queue. See, now I'm starting to get busy, so. You have 1 minute left, crypto. 1 minute. Hey. So, and I truly do thank you all for your wonderful gifts. Really, I do. You know, like I said, I have enough money to survive on. I don't need the money. It's just a nice way to say thank you. So, for any and all people who have done that to me today, thank you. And if you do it right, on my tip page, it will pop up and say you tipped today. So. All right, crypto, your time has ended. I'm putting you to the bottom of the list. She'll be back. Alexa, cancel timer.
There are no timers set.
All right, Sylvia. Sylvie to the reading room. Sylvie to the reading room. Welcome in, Silver. Alexa, cancel timer. Sylvie to the reading room. Sylvie to the reading room. Cole, you do go. You do you. Doc, why don't you get in the queue now? Go. I don't know if they're long calls. If they're long calls, then wait. If they're short calls, well, then there. All right, Sylvie, welcome on in. First time chatter to my stream. Oh, I believe so. So, if you're a first time chatter here, and you need things explained, here's how it works here. I ask you to choose some numbers. Your shuffle amount is 1 through 10. Your answer amount is 1 through 52. Those are the only two numbers you need to be concerned with. If you have a question you want answered, just let me know as simply as possible. If you just want a general reading and me to tell you what I generally feel I need to tell you today, then say general. Any other questions, just ask. I'm here to help you. So whenever you're ready, throw me your numbers and or question. Just to explain again, you choose numbers 1 through 10, shuffle amount. So choose a number 1 through 10. Then choose a number 1 through 52. That's your answer amount. Then, if you want a question answered, explain it as simply as possible. If you don't have a question and just want a general, just say, I want a general. Testing. Just want to make sure you got that. So as I like to say, throw me your numbers and question whenever you're ready. It also explains that all on my screen, guys. So if you just look right here up on where it says right under me, it tells you exactly how I do work. Okay. Let me clear these cards off for you. Let's find out why David is responding the way he is. Okay. Here are your 3 and 11 shuffles, young lady. 1, 2, and 3. You have a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 God card message. And now the 11th card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So, Sylvie. Okay. So, Sylvie, why is he so cold after your heart conversation? Because part of the reason, Sylvie, is because now you're trying to set a solid foundation down. And setting a foundation down can be scary for some people because it means responsibility. It means ownership of something. It means that you are actually considering taking both of your lives together and becoming one, possibly. But in order to do that, I have to make sure that I've got my bullshit out of the way enough so I can see the beauty of you. And because of the heart conversation last time that you had that heart conversation, this new foundation starts to form. And the reasons he's kind of being cold right now is, hey, Swifty, long time subscriber, long time friend. Nice to see you, my friend. Oh, you're fine. You be here all the time. I'm not going to stress about a couple of days. You're here when you're here. You're never under any obligation to be here, guys, ever. I welcome you all here. But see, the part of it there, Sylvie, was that you had to kind of set that clear foundation down for yourself. And you kind of had to clear away your own bad patterns and bad own things. So we came to that term yesterday. Now it's real. Now what do we do with it is the point, right? So what are we going to do about this after the heart conversation? Remember, all volcanoes need pressure in order to blow their tops off. In order for that passion to be renewed, in order for that life to be given back again. It's just like your relationship is just like a bubbling volcano, and we let off the pressure now. Now we must choose to believe in that love together as a couple. It is time to come together as your most powerful couple you have ever been. Create something like me and my wife did. We call it magical freedom. It's a power and force stronger than us that we believe in that guides us into our love and our marriage and our destiny. But you have to be like that volcano that has to destroy her old world to create a new world. So maybe David is having this reassessment time and he's deciding whether or not he wants to join you in the journey or not. So he's being reflective right now. Is he going to let this be the thing that empowers him, makes him feel like you are the one, I shouldn't give up on you or anything like that? Or is this the time to let go of you and move on with my life? And I know that was kind of a scary thing you were thinking about, right? But all great things need a catalyst to be created, my lady. In order for things to be loved and creation, we need that heat to form in our forge so we can get our souls red hot, so we can work on them together. I will let you know the 5 best tips that have helped me in an 18-year loving, cosmically wonderful relationship. Okay? And I think that these will help you, because before I say that, though, I want to let you know we had to get out of our own goddamn way a little bit, didn't we? We were pushing up this one boulder up a hill for so long. And we thought if we could get over this one dumb boulder that we could be stronger as a couple. No, you both had to let go of the stupid boulder and let it crash down behind you into the ravine it belonged in. It's time to get out of your own way. Those anxieties, those problems, those depressions, don't let them stop you from love. Don't let them stop you from trying to repair and come back to him. So here are my tips for you, okay? First and foremost, honest, open communication, a two-way street. Communicate your physical need, your mental need, and your spiritual needs. These are important. What physically is going on with you, what mentally is going on with you, what spiritually is going on with you. And spirit is belief in yourself and what you feel as a person inside, or what your connection with your higher power is, whichever you see that fit. Then we had to learn how to come together as a team. As journey. We don't impose anything on her. She doesn't impose anything on me. We are the people we are. But we are allowed to have our own separate things from time to time too. So you got to have that moment of separation where you just go do your own damn thing, and you got to be comfortable with that person you're going to go hang out with, and vulnerable enough to know that they are going to be true to you, that your love is stronger than anything out there. That's key number 3. Your love has to be stronger than any other force out there in this universe. You have to believe in that magical freedom in both of your team power. It's a team. You do this together. You cannot do this separately. You can't fix it on your own. He can't fix it on his own. You have to do it together. And the last and final thing are to open up those big ears and listen, to open up that big brain and think about what has been said, and then tell your truth with your mouth to your mate. And those have been the 5 keys that have helped me and my wife sustain a happy 18-year-old marriage. We've had fights, but we've had 6 major fights in our marriage. That's it. 6 major fights. And they were mostly over stupid, dumb stuff we got over pretty quickly. And I found my one truly love, and I believe in her. You have to believe in your spouse as much as they believe in you. That would be another additional key for you, I think. So that's what we and my wife did to help our marriage become better. And it took some time to do. It's not going to be overnight. You have to remember, you have to keep working on this every single day. The moment you stop working on it is the moment you will lose it. Now, Sylvie. Yeah, and it's okay. It's your first major fight, right? It's okay. Now, go give him the opportunity and say, I'm ready to talk when you do. I would like to express what I am feeling. Tell him how you're feeling inside. Tell him about your anxieties. Tell him about your fears. Tell him what you're worried about. And the more information he has, the better choice and decisions he can make. So the more you give to them, the more information they have. Just like you would like him to do it for you as well. That's what the last fight was about, right? Because you are a first time chatter here, I'd like to give you my standard warning about God cards. These can kick your spiritual ass sometimes. They can be a mixture of good and bad, but they are definitely an answer from your higher power, the one you believe in, to you, telling you something you've been asking of them lately. So if you want to see these God cards, you just say, yes, I want to see them, or say, no, I don't want to. You know? Right. And but you know what real true love is? You know what me and my wife have been through? 18 years of hell, of living on assistance for 7 to 8 years in our marriage, living on her paycheck practically for 10 of those years. One paycheck, $1,000 a month almost, for 1 month to be able to pay rent, utilities, and everything. Okay? And we had to overcome them together. And it was us doing it together and battling it through together that made our love that much more stronger. You guys can do this. It's not unfixable. It's less than fixable. If you really think about it, this wasn't that big of a fight. It was a tiff. Yes, you want to see your God cards, and I think they will help you true. First and foremost, it's time to let out those emotions. You don't have to be the flood. You can be the light, happy rain. You can be the light, happy, soaking rain. You can be the deluge rain. You get to decide what emotions you let free in your world. You are the sky in your world. You are not the rain that happens to you. You decide how much rain to let out. Time for you to understand that and do that one thing for yourself and set yourself free from all of that stuff that you've been holding in. Okay? It is time for you to tend back to self and love yourself as much as you love your partner. The more you take care of yourself and live in a healthy relationship in those physical, mental, and spiritual ways, you have to do these physical, mental, and spiritual things for you too. One physical good thing you can start doing better for yourself. One mental good thing you can start doing better for yourself. One spiritual good thing you can start doing better for yourself. And bring all of the good things of your life together this time and leave the darkness be away. You have to be like the candle in the center of the storm, gathering up all of the happy together, all the goods, all the things that have made you who you are, that keep you positively reinforced, and you want that love to be lit again, then you have to spark it again, and you have to remind them just why we fell in love in the first place. What was it that they did that awakened our hope? I believe this person is your soulmate, your twin flame. You just have to get past the work of it all and integrate both of your lives together as one, as close as you can to breathe that brilliant, beautiful flame for one another. It is time for you to do one very specific thing as well, young lady. It is time for you to claim your personal power. And I want you to know today that you have the power, you are loved, and you have definitely the ability to carve your own damn destiny into this ether. Tell the universe what you want. Give your whole heart to it, your whole soul to it, and let everything else that doesn't matter not get in your way anymore. Give it to your personal God. Give it to them. They want your problem. They want your worry. They want your anxiety. They take it from you like candy, because the more they take away from you, the more positive you are. So stamp your foot to the ground today and say, I claim my power. I am proud of who I am. I am a strong, independent person who believes in themselves, who believes that love will not stop here, that we will work it out. We will work through it, and that will make us that much stronger. We will claim our power together as a couple. And last but not least, it's time for you to go home, to reach that home within yourself. You know that feeling like when you just got home from work, or you've been outside playing all day, or you've been doing whatever you've been doing, and you come home for that restful night of laying in bed, eating your snacks, and watching your Netflix or whatever you do for fun? It's time to remind yourself, ad break. And we look like we're back. Okay, are we back? And I think that's what we have to understand here, is that that is the peaceful feeling of home. You create this home together. This home, you build that foundation strong. Put both of you into that foundation, and you will be able to put your safety walls up, the thing that keep you and your love protected, the things that keep the outside world from damaging it, for allowing you to know that it can be safe. And then at the same time, put on that roof from all those other things we know we can't plan for. The surprises of life, as protect us as much as we can from those things. And then we have to open up that door and those windows to let that fresh new air in, that fresh new life into our love. This was our first home as a married couple. We don't live there anymore, but it was our home. And that's where we thought we would grow old and die together. We live in a trailer house now, but home we carried with us. This feeling we carried with us to every place we went after that. That is your reading for today, Sylvie. I hope that helped you. So, some of you may have ads. If you have Turbo, you won't get ads. If you were paying for subscriptions on some level of that, You won't get ads. I just like to make sure that when I see them happen, I take a small break in case someone. You're welcome. And I want you to know that this is fixable. That what I'm seeing right now in your what's going on right now, once you guys come back together and have that other talk of forgiving each other and honestly opening up and sharing some things, once that happens, you're going to see it start to snowball and snowball and snowball into better and better and better. You will see that. So just want you to know that, okay? From my guys to you. So Kuma to the reading room. Kuma to the reading room. Welcome in, G's, to the reading room. Thank you, first time chatter, for popping in and saying hi. Good morning. Well, it doesn't matter if you've asked it before. Things can change. And maybe things changed. So give me your numbers. I'll get the cards ready for you. Okay. They like them where they're at. All right, there we go. Your team's ready. Good idea, Sylvie. Good idea. I'm sending you a lot of positive energy today. Okay? All right. Not yet. Oh, okay. They just needed one more. Here we go with your 5 and 18 shuffles about whether you should stay studying or not. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. God card. One God card for you there. And the 18th card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. Got a little bit of a download on that one. Hooty. All right, I'm putting out my smoke now. Have another one in a little bit. All right, here we go with my friend. Kuma. Just remind yourself what would make you the happiest. Think about that for a moment. What drives you towards that happy feeling? And if I remember correctly, we talked about this last time, and I said we should study first, then work was the second part, is what I believe we said the last time. And it's still true now, is that the study that you will do will help the work. Not that you can't go to work right now and be perfectly okay, as long as you shine the brightness onto whatever you choose to do. So study or not study, it's time to understand to come back to that positive, reinforced, grounded, center moment. So let me remind you, 3 deep breaths in, 1 for your physical. I cleanse all that is within me and I release it to the earth. Exhale. I inhale all of my problems and worries I gather. I exhale to the ground. I think of all my spiritual attachments and anxieties and problems that may be attaching to my soul. I release back to the ground. I fill myself back up with that which has been replenished from the earth to fill my physical body of that joy and love I want. Same for the mental, same for the spiritual. Ground and center, my friend. It doesn't take more than 10 minutes a day to do this. Even 5 minutes a day you can do this. Go outside, Deep breathe in the deep air. If you can, enjoy the outside weather, but get yourself in that happy, glowing feeling again and start it off right by getting yourself in the ground and centered spot first, then meditate if you want. Meditation can be a lot of different things. You can dance and meditate. You can paint and meditate. You can sing and meditate. You can go full tilt kitty at the gym and meditate. You can exercise, meditate. There are so many different ways to meditate. You do so know what's going to make you happy. Stop giving yourself the excuse train and get off that train, would you? You know exactly what you want, exactly what will make you happy. It's everything you didn't have before. I mean, really, rules. Rules are this: don't be a dick, be kind and generous to others, don't throw your hate in my chat. Other than that, you're cool. I don't have rules. I don't have the rules command, sorry. But the thing you have to understand is, what do you have to start to cherish the most? And think about it. If you cherish your knowledge and gain that extra knowledge, you will find a job quicker because of that knowledge. Without that knowledge, it will take just a little bit longer. That's what you have to understand is, the more knowledge you have, the more power you have. Knowledge is power, people. Knowledge is all that we need to understand is. That is what we need to understand is we need to cherish that. That I need to believe in one thing and give it a go. One way or the other, I've got to say, this is right for me, and just to do it. Cut through your bullshit and stop saying to yourself those excuses. Think about it. In your perfect world, when you close your eyes and you think of your perfect world, and you envision what when you're smiling and laughing, what does that world look like? That is what you have to cut through. The reeds that stop you from getting there, my friend. You don't have to take a hard path to get there. You don't have to take an easy path to get there. You just take a path that's right for you. If it's a little of each, so be it. Then it's your turn to find the end of that dock, to get to the end of that goal and dream. We're going to accomplish it if we set our minds to it. But you have to understand that that mask has to come off. That mask of fear, that mask of anxiety, that mask of I'm not worthy, I'm not smart enough, I'm not this, I'm not that. Those are the masks you need to remove. And give yourself more credit than you're giving yourself there, person and Kuma. Because you are a smart person. You do shine light into this world. You do cherish the things that are right in front of you, that could be good for you. And it's staring you right in front of your face, and you know which one is the right choice to make for you. Cherish that. And then find the way to cut through your bullshit to get there. Find out what's underneath the surface and bring that to there. So now that you know what your choice is, say it out loud and claim that power for yourself. This is what I'm going to do. And now my only goal is to do that for now. You don't even have to say it out loud, but I'm just saying, to me, in chat or anything like that, you have one God card, and it's the wandering path. You don't need a plan sometimes. Sometimes the plan doesn't need to happen. What you really need to do is wander for a while, aimlessly, without direction and or time or space or anything telling you which way to go. You're just going to get into that lazy river and let yourself soak in all that which you need to have until you can get off the ride. I believe study is that what it's telling you, but it could be work. I don't want to give you ideas. I want you to make your own choice and decision, but it's time to allow yourself to have that wander feeling within yourself. What will make you feel free as well? Tell you, a class schedule will be a lot easier than a work schedule. You know what I'm saying? And that's the point. They weren't going to tell you which one to choose. They need you to make a choice. They're putting it in your fucking court and saying, hey, there you go. Now just keep that dream in your mind. And then once you're done with uni, you'll have the knowledge. And maybe there'll be an internship in there that you can be a part of. Because you're going through the classes, I think you will find the very thing you're looking for as an internship or something like that that will help you get to your goals somewhere along the lines. I believe it will be at the end of your time at uni, but hey, Demi, how's my Twitch son doing? So that's what I have for you today, my friend. G Dragon to the reading room. G Dragon to the reading room. G Dragon to the reading room. Oh, my kitty cat came to say hi. G Dragon to the reading room. G Dragon to the reading room. My readings sometimes are short or sometimes long, guys. All I ask is you stay in chat for your reading. When I call your name out, you're just here when I call your name out. If I don't hear from you in a couple of calls, I give you a 3-minute timer to respond. With that said, Alexa, 3-minute timer. Alexa, 3-minute timer.
3 minutes, starting now.
I'm doing good, Demi. I had a really restful night last night. I got my spoons refilled. And, just feeling the positiveness flowing through me right now and knowing that I'm on the right path and doing the things that I'm doing right. That conversation helped me that we had the other day as well, Let me set myself straight and go, I know who I am and what I believe in. That's all I need. I don't need anybody else's opinion of me. I don't care. They can have their opinion. And you know who I'm talking about, and let's not say their name, okay? Let's respect them enough to let them go live their life, okay? So, with that said, I want to move on from that. I'm doing great, though. Geez, you are next in line. Void, Somatic Void, you are last in line. So please make sure that you are here. Let me know that you're in chat. And after this reading, you got 2 minutes, G Dragon, 2 minutes. I always go in order and I get to everyone on my list until I close the list down, which may happen sooner than later. You never know. We got 1 minute and 30 seconds for you, G Dragon. 1 minute, 30 seconds. Give me time for a smoke break. I like it. I'll take a smoke break. Oh, and if anyone ever does want to tip, all you should have to do is press exclamation point tip. I think it puts in there the tip thingy. So that's how you can tip with me, guys. If you guys ever want to tip me, there are all my... I have to change one of those things. Damn it. Okay, I've got to fix that now. Pick your answers. Okay, so since you haven't been here before, Shamanic, let me explain how things work to you. Cancel timer. G Dragon, your time is up. Alexa, cancel timer.
3-minute timer cancelled.
Okay, so let me explain how it works here there. Okay, so just so you know, Elise, you're both new chatters. G's and Void, you're both new chatters. Here's how it works here. I ask you to choose some numbers. So pick your number 1 through 10 for how many times I shuffle the deck for you. Then I ask you to pick your numbers 1 through 10. 1 through 52. So 1 through 10, shuffle them out. 1 through 52 is your answers amount. So that's where you choose your answers are in my deck. If you have a question you want to ask, just simply ask it so I can understand it is all I care about. And then after that, I will tell you everything else that comes along the way. You know? Okay. General forecast for the week. Got you. I'll fix that. That tip thing I gotta fix later. So if you guys want my PayPal donation, my Cash App donation link, this is the code for my Cash App. I've got to fix that here so that it's right. But all right, let me get them in the right spot for you, sweetie. They like it here. So here are your 4 official shuffles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, I did one too many. Do you want me to redo it or do you want me to keep it as is? I did an extra shuffle. Just want to check in with you, G's. Okay, 1 extra for good luck. Okay. Usually it's for a reason, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Sometimes my intuition just goes full tilt kitty and I just do that extra shuffle and I don't even realize I'm doing it until I've done it. So that was a truly intuitional thing there for me to do. So what do you need to know right now that will help you reach that best day ever? That's my goal here, guys, is all my readings are designed to reach you to your best day ever. Any day can be that best day ever if you choose it to be so. So let today be your best day ever by choosing that today, by simply saying that today will be my best day ever. With that said, let's get into it. So, geez, one of the things that I'm feeling is that you don't need a whole lot of help right now, but you do need some guidance, right? You have become the person you were meant to be. You have reached a stage of maturity in your life where you're finally seeing things for how they truly are. You do that when you've reached a certain maturity level in your soul and in your spirit. Congratulate yourselves and pat yourself on the back for the work you have done up to this point, because it has been noticed and has been seen by those who recognize that you're changing into a better version of you. Some people aren't seeing that, unfortunately. And that's where we kind of draw into the next card. That it's not necessarily that you're battling against the forces within, that you're battling from the voices without. We need to put down the swords and stop being argumentative with ourselves and stop competing with ourselves. I do this a lot sometimes. I try not to do it, but I've been doing it for so long that I compare my life to everybody else's because that's how I give my readings. My life is an example of the kind of information I can give to people because of everything that I went through and everything that I've been through. Because of the battles that you've been through, you'll be able to help certain people because of those battles. If you put down the swords and stop fighting against that part of your nature and allow yourself to be the person who has to burn a bridge down every once in a while to get your point across, well, then that's what you got to do. But you got to do it with your full open heart, doing it, trying not to hurt anyone in the process. And that's the hardest thing to do, because even in your best intentions with people, they will take it a different way. You can't take it that way. You have to say, you know what? Let's be at peace with this, and I need to move forward in my life. What can I do now that will help me be even more happier? Well, guess what? You've got to take all the little good parts of your Play-Doh and put them together and actually get your hands dirty and work this life with your own 2 hands and mold yourself into the shape you can see yourself becoming someday. So what do you need? You need the ingredients of you. Pull all the good things that are you together and then mold them into that person you see yourself becoming in that future. That is all about the molding card, and that's what they have to give you this day. The reason that you might have been going through this and why you had to go through some of this stuff as well as what you will go through is this is all designed to help you get past that fear. This little thin ice fear if you live in any kind of weather where we have winter, you know what thin ice is. You know there's a dangerous kind of thin ice and a thin ice you don't have to worry about. The ones on the lakes you have to worry about. The ones in the puddles you don't have to worry about. Because that all it will be is a sound you hear in the sand. You right? Hey, Cars, not really the second person in chat, but the second person to say I'm in chat. So, hi. So, don't let your fears get in your way. Don't let the little cracks and the little sounds that feel like you're breaking going on that thin ice. It's time to stomp your feet to the ground and get through the thin ice so you can get to solid land once again. That's it. That's all that they have for you today. Ain't I? And I know you haven't been here before, so I like to give you my standard warning about God cards. They can be extreme, butt kicking, ass kicking. I will throw everything and fire your world and burn it down if I have to kind of cards. But they are trying to answer a question that is something from your higher power to you answering that question. If you want to see your God cards, you can. You don't have to see your God cards. You can say, nope, I don't want to see them, and I put them away. We never have to know what they are. Just know if you refuse them the first time, you don't get to refuse them the second time. I automatically show you the second time you're here. So if you want to see them, let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to finish doing something in the background that I can fix, hopefully quickly. Flip those suckers. I will. I was just fixing something real quick here. Thank you for your being patient. I was fixing my chatbot tip command. All right, now that I got that done, flip those bitches. Got you. So, what do they want you to know? Let's put this away for a second because this is important. You know what? I used to do this too, and I kind of feel you're feeling it anyway. But here we go. You, my friend, do have nothing to feel guilty of. The thing you're afraid of the most is that future guilt. The guilt of success. I know it seems kind of crazy to say that, but you're actually scared to be happy. Because once you get happy, happy can be taken away from you. And we are afraid of happy being taken away from us. So we don't want to incur any guilt in the future, so we scare and tire away from those things. Maybe it's time you understand to forgive yourself for whatever you think you've done, past, present, or future, and walk into this new realm. It's time, my friend, to take your leap of faith and trust them. They are there to help you. Your guides and your gods just want you to trust them. Take your leap of faith and give all of this to them. Give it all to them. And then baby bird yourself off of that cliff and fly. Fly like you were meant to fly. Because you are an eagle in the sky. That's how much you don't need a parachute. That's how much you don't need a soft landing, because you don't need those things. You will fly the second you step off the ledge. The only problem is you gotta take the jump. So whatever that might mean to you, that's a message from you to your God, hopefully answering that question you may have had of them recently. All right. You're very welcomed. That's what I'm here to do, guys. And thank you for the follow as well. Thank you guys for all the likes, the follows, subscribes, and tips and donations. You make me feel very, very appreciated when you do that. So thank you. That's not required. I never ask you to do anything for me. I do this because it is my spiritual This is my purpose. This is what I was made to do. This is my job. It's not even a job. It's my right and privilege and honor to do this. So, you know, I don't do it for a paycheck. I do it to help people. I'll never ask someone for money. If they want to give it, great. I'd love some money. Just like anybody else in this world. I'm not shy to ask. Shamanic Void to the reading room. Shamanic Void to the reading room. Yeah, my CloudBot's being weird. I don't know what the heck is going on. It's not doing... I don't have a hype command, unfortunately. I have to add a hype command. That's a good idea. I'll do that after stream. I'll add a hype command for you. What emotes would I use for my hype, though? I don't even have an emote that says hype on it. Hello, welcome in, Shamanic. Okay, thank you. You've answered every question I've ever wanted to ask for. Okay. Are these connected in any way? Just for reference? Oh, excuse me. Is the love and bullying connected in a little way? Because it feels like it is. I'm going to get the cards ready for you, though. Getting a pre-download. Yeah, okay. All right, here are your 3 official shuffles. Let's just try to clarify that misunderstanding, okay? 1, 2, and 3. God cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 27. I've dealt with bullies my whole life. They're not fun. But sometimes we need to be a catalyst. Sometimes that catalyst needs to happen for better things to happen, unfortunately. And give me a second. I got to adjust my hat. You know it's serious when I got to adjust the hat. Or it's just bothering me. You'll have to find out which one it is. All right. Let's talk about it. Before I became the unknown prophet, I was called Unison. The reason I called myself was because I had a very dualistic personality. I have a chemical imbalance that was undiagnosed for many, many years that I didn't know about, that kind of made my mind split into 2 different versions of me. Now, I wasn't like your major person who had major multiple personalities or anything like that, but I did have a different kind of a side to me. It was either good Josh or bad Josh when I was a little boy. I didn't know how to be both at the same time. And that's kind of what you need to do right now, is decide that you need to be not only the person who is loving enough to care about their feelings and strong enough to tell them what they need to hear. Because it is all about, sometimes we're not trying to be the bully, and I kind of feel like you're the one who kind of feels like you were the bully in this situation, but honestly, you were the catalyst that they needed in this situation. That you had to bring both of their worlds together, happy and sad, so they could find the power to overcome you. It's not like you can not get that back. And sometimes it takes that, Kara. Sometimes you do have to use that physical force. I talked out of every fight I ever had because they knew that I knew stuff that they could never understand how I knew it. I just pulled something out of my guides' ass, and they all ran away from me, wondering why I was that spooky. You know, you were being bullied, yeah. So that's why it's kind of like you feel bullied, so you want to bully back sometimes. So just understand that it might not have been it was a misunderstanding, yes, but you need to bring both those worlds together and walk that gray in between, that middle part where you don't have to be good, it doesn't have to be bad. It happened, and now I will learn how to empower myself through this and how I will overcome that. I will be enough of a champion in my life to forgive my abuser. When I was a little boy, I was abused by a babysitter. Fast forward 16 years, I found that abuser, told her exactly what I thought of her, and then told her I forgave her. The biggest bully of my life. And it was the freeingest moment I ever had, because then I didn't take the hatred with me. I didn't take the guilt with me. I didn't take what she gave me with me. I let her have it and her sit in her own shit. So know that today is the reason to bring together that beautiful symphony. And it's not always about what is going on in your path, because you think that this isn't a part of your journey, but it is. You learning how to overcome this and learning how to battle through this will empower you more than you think it will. That it will empower you in ways you can't even possibly imagine, because you learned how to find your power. And now will be the time to take down your defenses, because maybe you were a little bit defensive. Maybe you did have a little bit of a defensive posture. Maybe when they came to tell you the truth, you kind of put the daggers out saying, oh, I don't want to hear the truth. I want to hear what I want to hear. Were they trying to tell you a truth, or were they trying to not hurt your feelings and inadvertently hurt your feelings? I was being bullied. They turned him against me. But did they really turn him against you? Or was this meant to happen so you didn't end up with a jerk? Hello? Wasn't he kind of a jerk? Wasn't he always picking his friends over you? Wasn't he always doing things for himself and not for you? Yeah, because he's done. He's done for now. He needs a break. You know, that's him putting out those little sparklers himself. He's putting that defensive posture on himself, you know? So that's what's going on there. Yeah, exactly. Weak-willed, let other people tell him how to live his life. He did what his friends told him to do. He did what other people told him to do. Never had an opinion for himself, that kind of thing. But you realize that this was your catalyst moment? You were just shown what you don't deserve. Now you've tilled the field, and it's fertilizer for this new growth to happen. Put that physical good thing back in your life by saying, I am loved and a beautiful woman. Right? Or man, whatever the case may be. I don't care which one it is. I am strong, independent. I am the person who has the power. I am the one who is more loving. I am the one who is willing to put the work in. They weren't. I will put my spiritual self down into the ground as well and start doing something spiritually good for myself, believing in myself, believing that I am capable of way better love than him. Let him block you. Let him lose out. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm back now, I think. My microphone is showing I'm working on this one. Yeah. Okay, good. We're back, guys. I had to readjust my microphone a little bit and kind of go back into the OBS. We kind of had a moment, so I had to go in and fix OBS. All right, but that's what. But you did you hear what I was saying about those physical, mental, and spiritual seeds you need to start planting into that ground? That's the garden you take care of for now. You don't need him. And you said you wanted to see your God card, so here we go. Hell the fuck yes, you need to hear this message. Oh my God, do you need to hear this message? Kara, you are next in line, by the way. Let him lose you. Yeah, let him lose you. Okay, I'm going to go back a little bit. We're reversing the tide just a little bit here. Finding tune. And then we got the dirt card. So, the last thing will let him lose you. But it's time to put those physical seeds into the ground that you do better for yourself. And this will be my last and final call for any readings. You have 3 minutes now to get in here for another reading. 3 minutes if you're out there in the world. Crypto, if you're listening, that means you. But you have to start doing some better stuff for you. He was the fertilizer for the field you will plant in that will get you to a, how about this, true love and twin flame kind of love. Do you want that or do you want the same old shit? That's all I want to ask you right now. Do you want the same old shit or do you want real, genuine love? So now we move on to the God cards to answer the rest of that question for you, okay? Are we good? Do you understand? Somatic void? Did I lose you again or people? Did I lose frames or something? Testing 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So, your God cards. You know what this did for you? You know what your God wants you to know? Now you actually see what's right in front of your face. You can see the world in a whole new different way that you haven't saw it before. The rose-colored glasses came off, and I bet if you look at him again, you will see just how much he wasn't going to be a good part of your life for now. He has way too much growing up to do yet, and has to step up his game. You know what you need to do? You need to be like the lone wolf who howls at the moon with their song, howl, and call out to their true, real family, their one true love, their one true moment. Readings are now closed for the remainder of the stream. It's time for you to find your chosen family, the one that finds you. I know he seemed like the one. I know he seemed like it, but you know what he was? The example of everything you wouldn't have wanted in your life anyway. You don't want that kind of a man. You need to call out like a wolf. And you aren't a lone wolf anymore. You're looking for a pack to belong to. So when you do find your pack, let that be the ones who guide you. Let them be the ones who tell you, you don't need to be a follower. You don't need to be a leader. You just need to be there and be present and expect that from everybody else in your life and expect that true love in return. And I guarantee you that if you start believing in that, you'll reach love within less than 6 months. Real, true, genuine love. As long as you can get past some of those old relationships, things you have to heal yourself from, and you know what your own responsibility for this is. But it felt like a bully situation because it was. It was designed to make you go away. Now he made you go away. He blocked you, so you can't even call him. What does that tell you? Let him and his friends have their little boys club only shit. Let them have it. Go get your girl gang together and let's go hunting. Good? Good. Yeah, non-committal people, you know? You do have someone out there that's right for you. And it like I said, you know, it's coming together for you. It's just you had to get past this moment first in order to get there. So that's why you had to go through this. You were meant to go through that, shamanic. People always think that the people who don't work out in your life are like their lessons to teach you what you should have been paying attention to all along. Every last little thing that I used to do in relationships. Yeah, guess whose turn it is, Kara? I wonder whose turn it is. Do I even need to call you out, Kara? Kara. Where are you, Kara? Oh, there you are. All right. So here we go. I'm clearing the cards off for you, Kara. Numbers in question today or what you need to know. Morphine, you're next. Bear, you're last. You're my last and final reading for today. So throw me your numbers into a question. I want to know, when will I find true love? Okay. All right. We'll try my best to give you a timeline on that. Getting a pre-download, so okay. Throw me your numbers. Oh, crypto. Oh, Kara. Sorry, I called you the wrong name. Kara, I called you the wrong name. Now I'm going to get these cards ready for you. All right, now they're ready. Here are your 4 and 26 official shuffles. 1. God cards. 2. 3. And 4. You have a 1, 2, 3 God card message today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, and 26. Okay. Ooh. Oh, it's that kind of situation. Let me see here. Let me fix it here. Fixing it. Give me a second. Oh, we're going to get our meals tomorrow. That's awesome. That'll take care of the food situation. Give me a second to repopulate it. Okay. We're back. Cards are moving around now. Okay, we're back. I can see it back now. Right. If that last person didn't see their reading, you'll have to go back and watch the VOD. I guess my card camera was frozen. I don't know if it'll show that or not, honestly. So I'm sorry about that to anybody who got a reading who didn't get to see their cards. Just let me know, and I can always pull them out for you so you can see them visually, but everything I told you was true. So, okay, back into it, Kara. Here we go. We're ready, Kara. Ready? Here. All ready to go? Okay, good. So, young lady, you have to realize all of the potential you have within you for that love. Kara, it's time to let that love grow and blossom by, I know, risking the heart. And now that heart has to learn how to beat. It's got to take that sunshine in and let it grow wider and bigger. It's got to take those emotional times and let that be free. It's got to take that guy, sorry, I call everybody sweetie, hun, whatever. Sorry, guy. But thank you for letting me know your pronouns. I apologize for that. I just go with the energy sometimes. So, but that full potential is still there, my friend. And that means you have to embrace that fire within you too. That absolute will and knowledge that you will find your one true love someday. That she is closer than you think she is. Honestly, she is. Okay? And from what I got from the pre download, you just aren't seeing this person. This person is the wallflower of a person that you aren't really paying attention to, who is emphatically and crazy in love with you. They just don't know how to show it or say it to you. They just are waiting to blossom a little bit so you see them. And she's a wallflower for sure. And she keeps staring at you and giving you the winky, winky, blinky, blinky eyes. So maybe it's time for you to claim your power and ask the universe, what is it you want? What kind of love do you deserve? What is a wallflower? A wallflower is a girl who's got basically a shy, introverted personality, but she has a really deep, kinky side. Once you let it out of her, she's got that very excitable, wonderful, positive thing. She's just shy. She doesn't know how to share her feelings and things right away. You used to call them wallflowers back in my day, but if you go, there is a movie called Perks of a Wallflower. You should go watch, and I think it will describe it perfectly for you. And it's got Emma Watson in it and stuff like that. But basically, what the universe is saying is, tell us the kind of love you want and what you're willing to give up to get it. So, are you willing to give up your hurt heart to get that? Are you willing to risk that vulnerability? Are you willing to risk all of that stuff that needs to show that person? I mean, I think you're the cool guy. She's the geek girl. Kind of a I keep seeing. Do you ever watch the series Angel or Buffy or anything like that? Have you ever seen any of those series? Because if you haven't, that's not going to make sense either. She's like a Willow Fred kind of character. If that means anything to you. Yeah. And she's just like that, you know. The thing she's waiting for is that she's kind of feeling self-conscious of herself mostly. And part of the reason that's stopping the love right now is there are a couple of things that you still need to get rid of. Those preconceived notions of yours of what love is going to look like. Broadening your spectrum a little bit. Seeing someone who's right there in front of your face could be, but allowing those old bad patterns that used to stop you from good relationships and start to learn what a good relationship looks like. Maybe even go find a good, positive, loving relationship that you see good in that marriage. I can give you my example. I know you've heard my story before. I know you've heard how me and my wife have met somehow, some way. And if you haven't, I'll tell you. But the whole point of it is that my brother put himself in a cage of his own emotion. And he locked himself away for a long, long, long time. He built up all of this nostalgia in his head of what a relationship should look like. He built up all of this, what it should be like to feel good about as a man, what it should be good to feel like as a person. And he's a broken man to begin with his own problems and issues. He didn't know how to get out of his own cage. He had to sit in that cage for a long, long time before he realized he had the power to change his life. He turned his life around from being one of very negative to one of very positive. Because today, my friend, is parole day. It's time to let yourself out of the same ugly old cage you keep putting yourself in as that person who knows that they are that cool dude. Yeah, but you're also vulnerable and kind and sweet. You're also that person who cares deeply for people and want to have that one true love. You want that so bad you're willing to change, to become that better person, to become that better man who communicates honestly and openly, who believes that that person can be the person they share their journey with, that person that they can have that time away from where they can go do it with the boys for a while, but not be worried about what they're doing with the girls. And then you got to believe in that power. Beyond anything else in this world, you have to believe in that power. That love that you share is more powerful than anything in the universe. And that's what my brother did, and he changed his life around from being one of negativity to positivity. He let himself out of his cage and breathed the new, fresh air in his lungs. He took life back into his life again and started living life instead of living in the past. He took that rain, that emotion within him, and he let it out in healthier, more positive ways. That's how he became the rain air in my deck. And that's exactly what you need to realize, is that you've been putting yourself in a box here, buddy, and you have to allow yourself to walk out of that cage and see that you have been. Today is that parole day. Today is the day you start your journey towards that one true love. Today is that day. You're next. I got 3 cards and then you're next. Kara, what do the gods want you to know? Maybe it's time for you to really take a moment to consider your emotions and feelings and put them with your logical thought and think of what path do you need to move forward. Is this a path that takes you back into the past to review things so you can come to terms with some of those bad habits but find a brave new way forward? Or do you need to take a hard path and just go for it and ask that girl out on a date and see if she says yes, risking your heart? And if she says yes, you'll lay in the grass and you'll be happy to let that soak into your life. If she breaks your heart, you'll still lay in the grass and heal. Then you have that other easy path where you make a plan to get there. Hey, bring her, show her some of those physical signs, show up in her life, notice her a little bit more, tell her she's pretty, give her those things that she needs to hear in a step-by-step approach. Or use that unseen path I like to tell people about. Cut through the bullshit of your worry, anxiety, and fear, and don't let that stop you from your happy, loving, beautiful soulmate that's just waiting there for you. Enjoy your life. If you find the joy in your life, you will find the joy in your love. You want to know? 2 months if you opened your eyes. Right now, if you opened your eyes, who is she? She's the nerdy girl who's shy and introverted near you, who hangs around you, who's always doing things for you, who's practically your best friend, and she loves you and doesn't know how to say it. Bouncy brown or light brown hair, kind of like a Fred Willow kind of a character, if you know who those people are. Very got a very mystical, magical side, and got a very scientific brain of hers. So she's there's only one. Well, then I would ask her out on a date and accept that maybe, just maybe, you aren't seeing things for. I have a female friend. Okay, is she one who's always been showing up for you? Does she ever bat her eyes at you a little bit? Have you ever thought about seeing her in a new, different way and accepting that maybe she could be the love of your life? I fell in love with my best friend. Best decision I ever made. Best decision I ever made. Whatever, it's time to accept that within yourself that you are good enough for that person. You are good enough for them. And she's good enough for you. I think this is the person you're talking about, person you're thinking about, your female friend. Does she have a boyfriend or in a relationship? Because I would like to know. Or did she just get out of a relationship? Because it feels like something's coming up for her. Is she kind of mousy, introverted sometimes? I don't know. Like I said, and she might be a friend of that friend. Someone who she knows. So I would ask your female friend, because I'm feeling a strong connection to your best friend somehow. She's got rose-colored glasses for you, that's for sure. Hello? Ding, 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 ding. Knocking on the door. Sir, I think I gave you your answer. Please go get her. So what? I'm 13 years younger than my wife. It didn't stop me, but I was an adult when I made that decision. So, yes, you're next. Sorry it's taken so long, but that's I go until I feel like that person doesn't need to hear me anymore. It's your turn now. Shit. So I can't donate. This is for free. You can donate if you want to. You don't have to donate. This is completely free. If you wish to donate, you can donate. That's up to you. I leave that in your hands. That's your gift to me for what I've done today. I do this because this is my passion. You know? And that's fine. That's completely fine. No worries on that, Morphine. No worries on that. Like I said, if you can afford to, you can afford to. I'm here to help people. I'm not here to earn money for this. You're welcome, Cara. Car. Start calling you Car now, not Cara. That's why I got your pronouns confused. I do that sometimes. Sorry, guys. Just remind me. So throw me your question and your numbers, and I will try to help you find the answers you're looking for. Okay? What will happen after my confession about person you just named in the future? I used future as I'll confess it tomorrow. My name is, got your name, Virgo. His name is Libra. Okay? I got the information now. What do you want to know about that? You want to know what will happen about the confession you give to that person, Abdu? I don't know how to say the name, so I'll do my best. Okay, you want to know that. Yeah, the outcome. Okay. That's kind of what I thought you were asking, but I wanted to make sure so I didn't misunderstand your question. Like I said, the outcome of that situation. Let me get the cards ready for you. You're going to get a God card. Okay. Here we are. What are your numbers today? 1 through 10 is your shuffle amount. 1 through 52 is your answer amount. So choose a number 1 through 10 for your shuffle amount, 1 through 52 for your answer amount, and we'll get to the reading. $11. 1 through 10. So what's your 1 through 10 number then? 1 through 52 is your second number. I'll do 11 shuffles, no worries. Ad break. We're going to take an ad break out there. So I want to make sure that I understand their numbers. So all right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. We're back from our ad break, guys. I just wanted to make sure I took that ad break. That should be the last ad break of the stream, guys, because I won't be going a full hour. I've got one more person left in line, and then I'll be rating out to someone today and giving them some love. Don't forget, guys, if you liked your stream, you can pay me back by liking, following, and if you can't afford it, subscribing, but that's not needed here. Go show your love to the people I show love to. That's the best gift you can give to me, you know? Yes, it's nice to have money and all of that stuff, but if I worried about having money all of the time and this was my job to do this, then, that's what I would do. So here we go. We're back. All right, good. Here are Morphine. We're back. Are you here? Checking, double checking. You're still here? Morph? Okay, good. Here are your 3 official shuffles, right? You want 3 and 11, correct? Because I want to make sure that's what you want. 3 and 11? Hi. You want 11 shuffles? More shuffles, please. Not 3. 11 shuffles. Okay, 11 shuffles and 33rd card, right? No, it's okay. Don't worry. 11's not bad. I can do that. No worries. No, it's okay. I just wanted to make sure I know your numbers. So define them once and for all. Just say 1 through 10 is 3, right? And then 1 through 52 is 15. You're fine. What are your pronouns, by the way? Don't think like that. You're not being I've had people way who didn't understand me way worse than you. So, and sometimes it's a language barrier. I don't know if that's the case here, but so 1 through 52 is 33, 11 shuffles. She, her. Okay, young lady. So it's 11 and 33, correct? That's fine. I'll do an extra shuffle for you. No worries. Correct? Do I have that right? 11 and 33? Okay, good. Here are your 11 official shuffles then. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, too many cards, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. All right, and the 33rd card is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 2, 11, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 1, 2, and the 33rd card is now on top. Now I'm getting the download a little bit here. And I'm just referencing your question again right now. Give me a second, because I want to make sure I answer it right. So you want to know the outcome of the love letter. Here we go. Yeah. What will happen after the confession, right? Yep. I saw that. Thank you for reposting it. I apologize. Yep. I went back up and looked at the chat, but thank you for reposting that. So you want to know what's going to happen after that love letter is being given. And I want you to understand that this anger card doesn't mean he will be angry about it. It's you not being angry at yourself for not giving him the love letter in the first place. Not regretting your choice either way of giving it to him or not giving it to him. Don't regret the choice that you made, because it may be the thing that needs to happen for them to see you as that person. So this is usually being angry at yourself for what you haven't done before. Now you're ready to do it. Now that's where we're at now, right? So we're kind of worried that it's going to backlash a little bit. Like he's going to get angry because you said this. You have to have that positive mindset going forward, knowing that you're doing this with your heart. Whether he accepts it or not, you did this from your heart. This was your gift to him. Whether he chooses to open that gift or not will be entirely up to him. But as I can see, when you're going into the future here, you have my Gardenia Rose card. And my mother's card shows up in my deck for a very important reason. My mom gave everything to my father. My father was never good enough for her. He thought he could find love in other places that were different, that could help him heal himself. He didn't realize that the healing he needed to do all along was within. He tried to have other people help him heal him instead of him dealing with his own shit. So my mom had to learn how to be that caregiver. That was that give and take caregiver. She used to give a lot not ask for a lot in return. She gave more of herself than she asked for in return. So know that when you're doing this, ask for what you want in return, the exact thing you want in return, only that. If you just want him to see it and recognize it and maybe tell you how he feels, then understand that that's what's going to happen. But that symbiotic feeling I'm feeling with you and this gentleman here is that it is going to be a place where you can grow in the light and grow in the dark. It's okay, you know, but my mom made it through. And I'll let you know something even better. After my mom and dad had begun healing themselves, they did eventually get back together and get remarried. And they ended up living the last moments of my mom's life together for 13 years together before my mom passed away, happy in bed next to the man that she loved, never happier and never more at peace. So I want to let you know that her story ended out being more than good. So, but she comes to remind you that no matter where you plant yourself in his life, grow in the light, grow in the dark. It's not the end of it. If he rejects you, just know that I don't think he's going to. I think he's going to give you this loving, caring thing. Just don't put the rose-colored glasses on when you're doing it. Do it with knowing that, yes, I'm trusting my heart here, but I want to see the real him. I don't want to see the mask of him. Am I seeing the real him or the mask of him? I'm giving him this letter so he will see inside of me. I'm the one revealing myself to him. And my mom used to always tell me 3 things that help me in love that I want to give to you. Number 1, you do have power. So you have the power to do this, and you're going to do this and be proud that you did this. Number 2, you are going to be loved no matter what the answer is by more people than you could ever possibly imagine. But I believe you will get an answer that will be beneficial for you. That's the caveat I want to say to that one. And then the last one is you can carve your own damn destiny into the sands of time, but you need to share your journey with him, not let him be the thing that fixes you. As long as you're doing it for those reasons, then you can avoid the decay that may come. Your preconceived notions of him will drop. You'll see the real him and maybe even fall in love even more. You'll see the underneath the mask. That's what the decay part. It's removing the junk from your life. It's removing those things and boundaries from your life. Being ready for that kind of a thing as well. So, and allowing the bad habits to move out of our life. So you're making a good, more positive decision than you've ever made before. That's what's going to make it be a more positive outcome. I think he will be very, very, very receptive to this letter. I don't think that this will end up in a bad thing. I do think that there will be some issues and problems to work out in the relationship in the beginning, but nothing you can't fix or nothing that you can't work on. It's just learning about one another and that stuff. What you need to do is what you're doing now is claiming your power. That's what you're doing right now. You claim your power of love. You are giving that love to him. He is the universe you're giving it to. And you have to tell him all of the things that you told him in that letter. That's what's going to open him up, because that's what's going to come back to you like that mirror. You know what I'm saying? You claim your power. You tell the universe what you want and why you want it that way, what you're willing to get up in order to get those things, like your doubt, your fear, your anxiety, the hurt that may be coming your way. Because I can't guarantee anything here in life. He has a free will choice to make. And this is a free will game choice moment for both of you. Both of your choices will mean something. And I think that you claiming your power, and you will get exactly what you want in the end, as long as you're true to your heart and stay true to yourself and stay true to what you want to say and be receptive of what he has to say back in return. Right. You know? And let him know that it's okay to say, not right now. That maybe we can see if this could work, or maybe we could test the waters, or something like that. But I believe that he will be receptive to it, because I think you are both ready for that moment. So that I want to tell you there. That's what I'm getting from my guys. And I do have a God card for you. And I don't know if you want to see it or not, but it's a message from your higher power to you that is going to give you an answer you need to hear. Maybe it's about this question, I'm not sure. This may be the answer. But go ahead and ask your question. Okay, you want to see the card? Ask your question first, and then I'll see if the card matters. You don't need numbers this time. I've got your energy, so I don't really need the numbers or the cards. So ask your question when you're ready. And I think this will answer that question. You're breaking free from an old cycle. Remember the old cycle you were in over and over and over again, not trusting yourself, not trusting your heart, not trusting yourself? That cycle has ended, and now you've moved into that death part where you're letting that part go. You're ready to accept rebirth, which is you giving him the letter. The new life you will have to live will be determined by how much you give him of yourself. And that will be the thing that changes that future. I see that there's a possibility for marriage, but it will require some work in the very beginning. Learning about one another, learning about breaking free from his cycle as well. Because he wants to break free of his cycle that he's been in a while too. You both want to break free of cycles right now, and that's what's making this moment ever that much more ability to do that. So I believe that would answer your question, but I didn't get one of my normal cards for a definite yes on that, but I am feeling from them that if you give them this letter and you work, and I think what the things you will have to work on are communication and opening up to one another. I think those are the two things that you'll have to work on in the very beginning. Everything else I think will come along in time. I even believe there might be a little bit of a love interest there as well. So be prepared for the big hell yeah to your letter as well. Don't be afraid of the thing you want the most coming your way is what I'm trying to tell you, okay? Because that could be the change you need to break the cycle. This is the time you break that cycle. Love interest. You know? No, not right now. Right now, I'm seeing him being very open to a different field of play. What I'm seeing right now is more of a, he's trying to heal more of himself, get back to his faith, get back to his purpose, kind of healing some of those old wounds from the last bad relationship kind of stuff. And a lot of it was bad communication and bad not opening up and stuff. He doesn't want another person who's not going to be able to do that. You know, because he's the kind of man who wants that kind of information. You know, that's how he can make a good decision in the world, you know. And that's what I'm really feeling from him. No, I don't think he likes someone else right now. I think right now he doesn't like anybody per se. He doesn't see, the rose-colored glasses haven't gone on or off yet. He hasn't seen you yet. Once you give him the letter, he sees you. You understand? So giving him the letter is you basically putting a big bright light on yourself saying, ding, dinner's ready, come get your food. You know what I'm saying? No, I think, no, the thing that I would think is communication. Communication's going to be key for you too. And opening that box, those vulnerable parts of yourself, I think that's going to be the part. That's going to be need the most work. Yeah, and that's what it is. That's why I think that's might be why it is that way. Because I think this man is kind of self-conscious in his own head sometimes, has a lot of racing thoughts sometimes, and he wants to make the right decision so bad, and he wants love in the way so bad, sometimes he gets in his own way sometimes. You know what I mean? Like all of us weird guys do sometimes. You know? So when he sees a light at the end of the tunnel, then his world brightens up. You could be the very light he needs to see that world. You're not going to be able to heal him. You're not going to be able to fix him. You're just going to be able to share your journey with him. That's how real love happens, hon. No, you did miss here. So he won't be. I don't think he will date will want anybody else right now. Like I said, I think he's in the. I'm not sure what I want state, but I think if you gave him an option, he might go hook, line, sinker, real time. You know what I'm saying? That's what I got for you, sweetie. Let me tell you something though, Morphine. Any girl who seeks out a guy, most of the time, that guy will be receptive because they always think they're going to get sex out of it. Okay? Well, you're the fish he's going to be reeling in, maybe. You have to. The thing about that Witch's Tower card that I was telling you about, I want you to get this in your mind right now, okay? Right now. I want you to see your future with him the way you've always wanted it to be. I want you to envision that in your mind, what that life looks like. Now hold that happy thought and don't let it go until you give him that letter. Okay? And if you want to come back and let me know how it worked out, I'd be happy to help you any way I can after the fact. But it's a free will choice. That means I can't see the future of it because it's in the moment choice that he will make. Okay? I hope you understand. And if you didn't understand anything, please feel free to go look at my VOD because I do keep my VODs. So as long as Twitch doesn't take them off. I can see that being, like I said, yeah. I can see that. If you can imagine that and see that, that's what you tell the universe you want. You're willing to give up your fear of losing that. You're willing to lose the fear of the hurt that might come from giving them this letter. You have to give up all of that stuff that's keeping you from happy. You might be the thing staring him right in front of the face he doesn't see. That could be good for him. That once he sees it, he'll be like, oh, shit. Like me, when with my wife. My wife stalked me for 3 months before I even see her. Well, yeah, the more, and trust me, I don't think he's that kind of man. I don't think he's that kind of man. I think you know that. You make a strong, committed relationship by using your 5 keys. Open, honest communication. You're there as each other's teammate. You have your own things you do from once in a while. Your love is the strongest thing in your whole life. And then the last and the last thing you need to believe in is that you make this happen together. That's it. Then go get him, girl. Bear to the reading room. Bear to the reading room. Bear, get your ass in here. I wish you the best. I send you the special love kiss to you to give to your one true love if you should find him today. There is potential for a soulmate here. I will let you know that, okay? So if you want any hope, he's a potential soulmate. All right, Bear. What do you want to know? Last and final reading. People are always scared to take that chance, and you know what? That's what stops us from happy most of the time is we didn't take the chance. I can't count how many times I let good, honest love slip through my fingers because I just wasn't able to see that I wasn't doing what they needed in a relationship. They wanted to be fun, free and wild and happy and just live in the moment, and I was too busy planning our whole futures out. You know what I'm saying? So live in the moment too there, Morphe. Like your name says, morph into that butterfly you already are. You have yet to come out of your cocoon, but you are there. Oh, I know that. Yeah, we get there. I gotcha. I got daddy issues. The same things as mommy issues. I'm gonna give you the best thing here, but like I said, I got a pre-download, so I have to get those cards shuffling here. Yeah, I had a lot of people. I'm fine. I had a lot of energy when I woke up this morning. Here you go, EP. All right, there's your thing. I've got my last smoke on the way out today. Oh, for the love of God, really? God damn it. Give me a second. Throw me your numbers. Oh, you already did. Never mind. Sorry. I thought I didn't see that. Ha. Oops. My bad. Here are your 4 and 1 shuffles, and we want to know how to heal this wound, right? Once and for all. Right? We want to know how to heal this wound once and for all. Right? Okay. We're ready. 1, 2, 3, and 4. 2 God cards. And the 1st card. Okay, my friend. Putting the rest of the cards away for this. And I think this is going to be it, that you really need to hear this today, okay? And let me tell you my story, first of all, so you can kind of understand, okay? My mom and I didn't even know my dad until I was 8 years old. My mom and dad got divorced when I was 4 years old. So I didn't even meet or remember my father till I was about 8 or 9. And by the time I had gotten into his life, he had already had another wife with another son that wasn't even his birth son. And he took that as his family. He did this 2 other times, and he was trying to fix himself through these people. And he didn't know how to fix himself enough to heal himself, right? He had to experience life a little bit more and grow older and wiser, and then honestly take a nice long look on the inside at what he wasn't doing with himself. So I had that moment when I was a child, when I turned 16, was a big, powerful year for me because I stood up to my abuser. I told my father at the time that he screwed me. He chose a different family than ours. I wanted nothing to do with him. And until about the age of 25, I was a different person. I legally changed my name from Joshua Adam Bleasy to Joshua Adam Thunders, and then changed it back when me and my father united, because one of those wives put us back together. So the third wife that he was with, so it went mom, wife number 1, wife number 2. Wife number 2 is the one who got me and my father to start talking to one another again. And it was that person who brought us together. And it was just coming together to have dinner. Nothing more, nothing less. No expectations of anything, nothing required of me to do. All I had to do was show up and let my father explain himself, you know? And I gave him that chance to do, because I knew what my past had taught me, that the only way to really live is to forgive that person. Either I will forgive him and move on, or we will forgive each other and have a relationship, you know? But I had to find a way to put those 2 worlds in my head. At the same time, I was kind of living in 2 different worlds. Was I his son, or was I just the thing that he didn't want in his life, right? And just like your mom is doing to you, it's not the healing that you both need, is the pure enjoyment of remembering the good times that were, the ones that did matter, the good times that did happen. Those are the moments we take with us. We are going to forgive everything else and let it go and move forward from there. I will take some time though for an adjustment period. We are going to get to know each other again. I'm going to share my emotions. You're going to share your emotions. I'm going to share what I thought. You're going to share what you thought. And we're going to come together and we're going to decide a path going forward. Now, you've been in my chat for a while now. And I want to tell you about the paths again. Just because I like to say them. And I need more water. See? Water. Okay? Because the weight path is all about making a choice. You can choose to look at your past and let it define who you are as a person, or you can take that brave step forward and let the past be the past and move towards your future and the future you see happening. Then you get to that weight path where you're at now, and that's where you make those choices. Is this right? Is this wrong? But I have to be the one who forgives first, because I'm the one asking for that forgiveness from them as well. We ask for dual forgiveness. Forgiveness of ourselves of what we didn't say before, and forgiveness for the things that they said to us, and forgiveness for all of it. I'm going to move forward and choose which path to go forward. So do you need to take this a little bit lightly with your mom and go step by step like on an easy path? Do you need to set small little goals so you get to know who she has become now, little by little, learning more and more about her, deciding whether or not you want her in your life or not, right? Or do you want to just go for it and tell her how you feel, tell her you forgive her, tell her that you love her, tell her that you want to heal this relationship with her by being the one who says we can be more positive going forward. Or you can cut through the bullshit of what both of you have been doing to both of yourselves for a long time, which is the not talking, which is the not communicating. And I'm talking about real communication here, not the kind of communication you've been doing up to this date. So you choose to glaze what sunshine shines down on the world you want to grow. You have to be like that big, brilliant, beautiful, positive side that is going to say, hey, you're my mom. I love you unconditionally with my whole heart. I trust you unconditionally with my whole heart. And then you say, will you do this for me in return? And let whatever way you start that conversation be the thing that brightens that day. How can we move forward? How can we become closer? How can I see you? How can you see me? Now, you get into your mythical car and you drive down the road. You take your wheels and your hands on those wheels with your own two hands, and you drive and pay attention to the signs that are on the road. You'll know when to get on the ramp with mom and when to get off the ramp with mom. You'll know how fast or slow you need to go. You know what you're going to take with you will define your journey. So leave the junk in the trash can behind and only take that which you need going forward. Allow yourself to drive the last little 25 miles down the road that you need to go to get to that end of the road you have always wanted to be with your mom. And the trauma of it all, as long as they aren't continuing to be abusive, as long as they're not continuing not to hear you, as long as they're continuing to open up and listen, then you have a chance to heal this. But there may be a point when you have to say, I can't. And you have to say, I forgive her and love her. And I have to move on, and I will love the parts I can love of my mom. Right? My mom's no longer here in this world. And I have to carry her love with me every day. In fact, I look at her picture every day when I do these readings. Because her whole life, all she ever wanted for me was to believe in myself, to know that I could do good things in this world, that I could help people. And I'm fulfilling that promise now. Because she encouraged me to find that promise within myself. Find the promise within yourself that you and your mom can heal. And let that be the thing you grow on. Exactly. And your God cards come to say just that. Don't feel guilty for what they have done in the past, you or them. Don't be afraid of your future success, of getting your mom to understand you and at least an understanding of you. If that's all you get from your mom, that's more than enough to love her the rest of your life with. If you get more than that, and as you say, she's never been really kind or nice to anybody in her life, then you have to let go of the guilt that there's anything you can do about it any longer. This is how she is. You have to love her for who she is, despite all that which she might do in the future that could break it apart. You're doing the hardest thing you will ever do. You're putting down the swords and you're saying, can we work this out together? How can I help you, support you, so that you can be happy? How can I help you and support you so I can be happy? And putting down the swords and coming together as that team, at least in understanding. We're not going to be at war anymore, but we might be here on each side of our battlefield waiting to see if we can wave the white flag of peace. And if you can't, it's time to move on and move forward, forgive, and allow the love that you can carry with you, allow that to be a part of your life, and allow that to carry you through. And keep, if you've got your father's love on top of that, because usually when you have a bad mama, you have a good daddy. Someone's had to step up to the plate to help you, because I see the beautiful soul you are, Bear. I see it. And like I had to do, and it's got to be your moment too. Like me, you're going to have to decide when it is your time to go stand up to her and tell her what she did do to you as well. And you know that moment's coming, right? Yeah. You got Dad. He's the one who loves you. He's the one who supports you. He's the one who helps. He's the one who tries to make you see that she's never going to change. You know, but you got to understand what was done to her when she was young too, and the world that she grew up in was a very harsh environment as well, and it was tough love time, and she learned those lessons a little too good. You know what I'm saying? Bear, may you forgive with your whole heart and move forward no matter what happens. Blessed be. I'll tell you, it was the most freeing moment of my life when I forgave that fucking babysitter. You know, that was the most freeing moment of my life. Got my car, found out I knew exactly where she lived, drove to her house, knocked on her door, told her to the fuck off, and told her if she ever did that to another kid ever again, I'd find her and I'd make her life miserable. And then I said, but I forgive you for it all. And I walked. And that's all I said. I turned my ass around, I walked back to my car, and I drove off. And that was the last time I ever thought of that lady, except to use her as an example that you can overcome. Damn! Boom goes the dynamite. Profit in the house. Let's go! Whoop, 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 whoop. Alright, guys. Enough bragging for one day. So, guys, to give you some inspiration, my friend, and something I think will help you very much, is one of my songs on the way out. So give it a listen. These are all original songs that I wrote. I wrote the lyrics of every song, but I will admit that Suno helped me with some of the melodies. Some of them I sang, and I've got to find the right song. Oh. This is called Lost and Found. This one goes out to you, Bear. As we go out, we search for our... Oh, I gotta turn up the volume first. Alright, let's see if we get this down. Alright, here we go. It's called Lost and Found. Here we go.
Walking tired on this road.
This one goes out to all of those people who are in need of forgiveness. They forget, and move on.
Believe
That's
tomorrow came. Is it
Make your
real
day
or
the
is it
best
just
day
a
ever.
game?
And choose it to be that. Guys,
My
I love
mind's
you. I will
feels
return
so
tomorrow at my
numb,
normal time at
but
9.
I
We're
know
searching for our
tomorrow's
today.
about. Show me the road back home, but deep down I feel so alone.
was an awesome
Lost and found, I'm searching still in this world that's so unreal. Can't believe what I don't know.
She's an extremely
Lost
gifted young
in the
lady.
stream, I'm just a lost
To
soul.
your questions as well. And
In a small town,
give her 5
Cocoland, where the trailers roam back fields of cornfields. This was my home. Harsh world on my shoulders, day after day. But I kept on walking in my own special way. Brilliantly beautiful, with a wish in my heart. Under the willow tree, a brand new start. I heard the corn sing, its melody so sweet. It called me forward, a destiny to me. On this journey through life, find my way, with the willow tree as my guide. Day by day in the land of the corn, where dreams take flight, I'll become the man I was meant to be. Alright.